This is a Chucky Beat production.
Okay. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Tensei here, back at it again with another stream. We're going to be doing the podcast stream here live again on chat because or on the channel because you guys wanted it, and so we're bringing it for you guys. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna hop into the podcast, and this is gonna be RJ's first time on webcam, so give him a warm welcome, guys. So yeah, right. Yo,
what's up? Oh,
what is up, stream? Jess.
Loving the love.
Yo, what up, Red One?
What up, Red? Thank you guys for joining us again. How's everyone today?
Giving the love. By the way, I don't know if I can turn my chair in a way. I don't think you can see it. Jess is behind us. Jess, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Wait, what did it show?
I don't think it reads.
Wait, do it again. No, I did not. Is you're right behind my chair.
Yeah. Let's wait. Move the chair a little bit.
Do it again.
Oh, that's great.
She in the stream while on stream, yeah.
Yup.
The real support. Support's too real.
All right, but yeah, this is fun.
All right, do you wanna like do the intro that we usually do or not?
I mean, we're already in it.
Yeah, I know, right? But for editing purposes, for the episode on YouTube.
Oh, so this isn't that like we're not testing out the audio or anything.
Well,
How is
actually,
the audio, by the way?
yeah. How is the audio, Rid?
Is
Is
there
it
like an
balanced?
echo?
Yeah, is it bad? Can you hear us from both mics or no? Sounds good. No echo? Okay, that's surprising actually. Is it really?
Yeah, because I have my AirPod in.
Oh, is it echoey because it's like live and then not so live? Ramon's kind of echoey. Oh, I see it. No, yeah, your mic is picking up. Let's see if we can add. Give me 1 sec, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. Damn, Ramon, your feet stink. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this is what happens when you live with a dog that just goes in. Freaking Luna.
Noise gate. This is what we need. But I can't tell with yours. Okay, there's some delay on the mic. On the mic? Really? Between mine or his? Is it really?
Uh-oh.
There's no feedback. Is it really off?
I don't know.
I think it's because of the mics being too close.
Maybe. Hold on.
Just get out of the shot. Get out of the shot. Perfect. Alright, guys. Welcome to the Group Project Gamers podcast. We are live, boys. No, hold on. To make this echo even better. Alright, guys. We're doing this live.
Okay, so like the normal setup that we usually have is Sensei sitting off over on
I'm
that
sitting
side.
pretty far actually. Like I'm actually like where I'm sitting now. This is where I usually sit when we do the podcast.
And I usually sit off screen this way. And then that's how we get the echo and like everything to just work better with the mic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe
I think it's
that's-
just a noise gate thing that we have to
Maybe.
figure out.
Maybe. Well, you do have a noise gate on yours and it's not on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
my-
saying.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys. But here we go.
Closed. I think we do. Is it the more negative the number is?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh fuck.
I don't have a noise gate when because I don't know how to set that up. And not only that, but I stream using my
Just have a shirt stream. So guys, this shirt's from RLCS. It has signatures, but you can't see it, unfortunately, on the stream.
It is pretty cool. For Novi's on there.
Yeah, got some pretty big names on there. So
It's the MVP shirt right here.
the MVP shirt. We might end up just doing it on one microphone, actually.
Want to do it on just one mic?
Yeah, it might be better that way. That way, it's not echoing. Well, actually, yeah, only when I hit a certain point. Maybe we just need to bring this lower.
Hello, hello, hello. Is that better?
No, I don't think it's. Oh, now mine's picking up. I think. Talk.
Hello.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Is it really?
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus. My voice just.
Yeah, I think we'll just do it on one mic.
All right.
We'll just do it on mine. So, to the side, NT1. All right, sorry guys.
That's all good. Let's see what.
Now we should be fine. The echo should be gone now.
All right.
I'll mute Mike just to watch the shirt. Okay,
All right.
we should probably just get close to the mic now.
All right. So how have you been, by the way, Tensei?
Oh, I've been good. I've been streaming, enjoying my time. Echo is good.
It's good.
Stupid. But I've been good. Streams have been fun, like really fun lately. Been enjoying myself playing League actually, which is like something I haven't said in years. So, I mean, that's been really fun. I'll listen to some cheeky breaky and watch the shirt. All right, Red, we got you. Step away from the camera.
Is there a way to like zoom in on? It can be a hand model apparently.
There's probably a
Pretty
way.
great.
Let me see. Crops the shirt. Here we go. I got it. Here we go, boys. Crop. Okay. There we go, boys. No, I'm just kidding. Done. We're done. Move. This. Just slowly crops into the shirt.
This is a slow zoom. All right, but I don't know if you've heard the news, but Prince Harry has been kind of like against Fortnite in particular. He was saying how, or like he had an interview while he was at a YMCA, and he was talking about the dangers of like addiction of like social media and stuff, and then he came after Fortnite in particular for whatever reason, and he was just saying that like he said that game shouldn't be allowed. Where's the benefit of having it in your household? It's created to addict, an addiction to keep you in front of a computer for as long as possible. It's so irresponsible. It's like waiting for the damage to be done and kids turning up on your doorsteps and families being broken down.
Turn up. Don't
And he also added that social media was more addictive than alcohol and drugs, which is weird to say because just recently I think he went onto Instagram and he broke a world record for getting the like, I don't know, the X amount of subscribers in a short amount of time. And it's ridiculous, you know? It's like, one, that's hypocritical of him to say. And two, what did Fortnite ever do to you, Prince Harry?
He probably took a lot of L's in the game. That's probably why he hates it. He said, this game needs to be banished from my country because I can't win a fucking VR game.
He was probably my duo's partner like 5 times in a row. And he's like, this motherfucker sucks.
He ain't even in Europe. Like, goddamn.
Oh, God. Remember when we were playing and we were pinging at like, what was it, like 500 or something?
Yeah. Because for some reason you queued us for China.
I know.
I don't understand where that came from.
I don't know. It's my PlayStation, okay? But that was horrible.
Finishing top 80. There's not even like 80 teams.
Nah.
There's like 50 teams.
We ain't even ranked in the game.
Ain't even
I touched down and I already got shot. Oh no, did I ever tell you how my very first Fortnite game went?
No.
I didn't know like how to do anything. So I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to jump. And I was like, wait, everybody always says tilted. So I'm gonna jump. And then like, cause the bus was so far away from it, I never made it all the way. And then I was like, okay, where do I go? Oh, this looks like a good building. I landed, and as soon as I landed, somebody had a shotgun and just boom. I was like, what? Well, okay.
Welcome to Fortnite. No,
Seriously, though. It was honestly fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not that great at Fortnite at all.
That's all good.
So
like, I don't think a lot of people are. And if you are good at the game, you probably spent at least over 1,000 hours playing the game.
You're the person that Prince Harry is like, this is the example. No.
Yo, what up, Justin? Welcome to the stream, man. Ridwan. Sounds like a great experience. You know what I actually kind of want to set up? I want to set up like a webcam thing, right? Like what we're doing now, but have like the chat next to it. You know, like maybe off to this side.
You can't you? Do you have it on your?
Like, say for example, I do like my league stream. See how you have the chat there. I can set that up, but I'll set that up for next podcast, and we'll have that way you can have the chat right next to us wherever we put it, and then we'll set that up. I think it'll be good too, so that like when we do upload these, people know that we're reacting to a chat and not like I'm just creating our own self scenarios. Just imagine we're just talking to 0 viewers and then we're just like chat. Yo, what up, chat? Like,
what's up, chat?
Yo, what up, chat? I mean, some people actually get off, or not get off, but like some people like.
Wait.
Some people.
Oh God.
You can't write this shit. You really can't. Okay. Anyways,
you can't write people getting off to.
Steal us. But some people like gain stardom by like faking it. You know what I mean? Like fake it to make it, basically. Some people do. People get off to 2019. I mean, you know, it's 2019. Do what you want to do, all right? I don't judge.
As long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody.
Like Fortnite is.
Yeah.
They're hurting
those
their
bastards.
community. You know what I was thinking about when this whole Fortnite like spiel was going on? Like I thought of APB Reloaded. You know, a game like I and a lot of people here know about that game because I used to be really decent at the game. And so that game I'm not going to say I was good. Do you mind? I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
But what's going on with Fortnite right now, it reminds me of what happened to APB Reloaded. And that was that you know, the devs weren't listening to their community. You know, any input that they had, they weren't really giving any kind of uh care about. But what they did care about was the content that they were creating, right? So like what they ended up doing was like you know, they would create skins, they would create, you know, items in the game that you buy or whatever. And it's like great that they care about that stuff, but fix your game. You know, like I was like thinking about this like earlier today, and I was just like, dude, like nobody in the pro Fortnite community is enjoying this game right now. Nobody. And that's because Fortnite and Epic Games is trying to cater to the newer players, right? They're trying to draw in more players. They want their player base to grow. But it's like if you're trying to grow your community but you're also trying to cater to the new players, like you're gonna ruin the experience for what people have been working on for so long to become pro in your game. And so like more millennial.
Yeah.
True, you're right. But like in a sense it's like why would you remove certain things just to cater for the new players when those new players should be actually trying to learn to get to that level? You know what I mean? And so like a lot of things that end up happening is just like, oh well, we just want the new players to have a good gaming experience. Like that's great, that's cool that you care for those people, but if it involves removing mechanics and things that pro players have spent so much time practicing and learning, you know, and then to remove all that, what's the point of learning it? You know what I mean? Why even have it why even have it in the game in the first place if you're just gonna remove it? I know that the whole Fortnite community is kind of hammering Epic Games because they removed the health on kill. That was one of the biggest things. And I mean, and you know, like for years, or I mean, not years, but seasons, Fortnite players were already used to having to carry some sort of health, right? Like you have to carry like a med kit as well as minis, right? And that's usually what you carry. And now you have only 3 slots to deal with, and then now you have you know, your your weapons of choice, right? And that's what you go into combat with. Now the meta well, you know, recently the meta shifted into carrying 3 weapons, 1 mobility item, and then 1 healing item, which would usually be like minis or something like that, right? So that's what the meta shifted to. Now they're basically shifting it back to where now you have to carry like health items, but no one likes it, right? And so like, and the reason no one likes it, right, is because like when you're playing like 4v4s, and I mean you know, squads, when you're playing squads, like people they in order to like 1v4, right, the health on kill helps because if you knock someone, for example, you can box up, kill them, get some more health, and then go back into the fight, right? And so it created this whole sustain for fighting, which is all right, but it became overpowered where, you know, pro players were able to 1v4 every single squad they run into, and then keep going like that. You know what I mean? So I think that's what Fortnite was thinking when they wanted to nerf it. Like the health on kills maybe not bad, but I think having 50 health per kill, that's literally 200 health for one squad. You know, that's very overpowered. Maybe they can change the numbers or the ratios that you receive. Maybe, you know, 50 health is fine, but you know, your shield regens at 25. You know what I mean? So you can't fully regen shield upon killing everybody, but you can only, you know, regen so much. I mean, that's like the biggest issue right now is that a lot of Fortnite players are pissed off because, or a lot of Fortnite players are pissed off because of this meta shift, so sudden. And I was watching one of Dr. Lupo's videos, and he said, you know, it's like having a cheese pizza, right? Fortnite at its early stage was a cheese pizza, and I'm okay with cheese pizza. That's fine. Like I can eat it. And then suddenly you introduce some new things, and suddenly now you have like the supreme, right? And this is what they were talking about. And so now you have like all these different toppings, and you're enjoying it, you love it, cool. Then suddenly you go back to the cheese pizza, you know, and it's like, you know, what happened to my supreme? What happened to all the toppings? What happened to all these great things that you put onto the pizza, and now you just removed it and took it all away, and now I have to settle with a cheese pizza? You know, it's like No Supreme. Oh God, Ridwan.
Oh, that's fun.
But that's what Dr. Lupo and their group was talking about when they were talking about Fortnite. And Dr. Lupo, Ninja, Tim the Tatman, this is one of the biggest like Fortnite squads in the game, other than the pro squads. But Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, Ninja, those guys were some really big names in Fortnite, and they're even saying, we're unhappy because this is what happens. I do agree with Fortnite or with Epic Games in thinking that maybe it's overpowered that you can fully regen by killing an entire squad. Yeah, but like in turn, it's like, how do you find a balance between the two? I guess is the question that would be imposed there, because one, it's like I said again, it's overpowered to have that health on kill, but and it can be overwhelming when someone is just that much better than you, and you're trying to fight up against that. How do you balance, the sustainability during fights versus, creating someone that is too overpowered. Like for example, if even like I mean we've seen it multiple times, like Tfue, Daquan, Ninja, like these guys can go into solo squads and dominate, whether or not they have health on kill. But the health on kill helps them sustain against those fights. But it's like now you're just making someone that's already good at the game, and now like it's almost impossible to kill them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes sense why they're doing that, why they pulled the health on kill, to kind of balance it, right? But in turn, it's like, how can you make it so that you can somewhat sustain, but also like, it's not creating this overpowered person in the game, you know? Again, it's like creating the meta basically, right? For like League of Legends, Dota, uh, Rainbow Six Siege, games that like have metas. Like if I was to say like this champion is overpowered or this hero is overpowered, usually the developers tend to just nerf something like that, right? But they'll do minor changes. They do like tweaks, right? In Fortnite, you can't really do like tweaks. You kind of just throw. It seems like what Epic Games is doing is they're just throwing on patches and just saying like, all right, learn, like, you know what I mean, like, but it's like it's not even just minor adjustments. It's some really big changes. A lot of pro players, a lot of players in general, the player base just got so used to health on kill that when they removed it, I think a lot of Fortnite players forgot that they were supposed to carry two things, right? Like things like that. So I think like that imposes the question as to how you balance a game like that when now you've introduced something that players really enjoy, but also makes players overpowered.
That's honestly, I don't even know what to say to that. To be honest, I haven't played Fortnite in like a season and a half.
Yeah.
So jumping into it, like the other day, I went on to it to play for a little bit, and I noticed there was a couple of changes.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly I don't play it well enough to really have too much of an opinion on it anymore at this point. But I understand where where some of these people are coming from. It sucks to see something evolve and get these new additions and these new mechanics, and people enjoy it, and then they just get taken out because new people that are just new to the game don't like it.
Right.
And it also doesn't make any sense to me to do the health on kill in any game like that, just because it's like that's just that would just make that would make it a little too easy.
Yeah, exactly. So like I don't know, because that's the argument right now, right? The argument that's happening within the Fortnite community, and I think a lot of people already know about this, is just like pro players are hating Epic Games because they removed the health on kill. That's the biggest thing. But Epic Games is arguing like you guys are too overpowered because of this, right? And I guess the simple solution would be just flat out create a ranked system and then have a casual system, right? Still have like the health on kill, but maybe adjust it so that it's a little bit more fair. Like 25 health on like on a kill wouldn't be as overwhelming as 50, right? Because literally 50 is half your HP bar, whether it's your shield or your health, right? So like that's a lot of health to regen back. But it's not like you can't lose it either, right? It's not to say that you can't, like your opponent has like a purple shotgun and can't just one tap you, you know what I mean? Like it's still a very like winnable scenario as long as the player knows like what to do, you know what I mean? Epic could have just nerfed the amount of health. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I think they went a little overboard trying to like literally just remove it all at once. You know what I mean? Because people got so accustomed to, right? Because the way the game is played, right? Especially at the end game, when, especially for like pro players, right? When there's like 30 or 40 people still alive, you know, playing the end game essentially, where the circle kind of rotates and moves, right? And people are using mats and trying to get to the end game. You know, a lot of time people like to carry like the porter rifts or gliders, things like that for mobility, right? So if you have high ground, you can drop down and you get your glider going, and then boom, now you're in a new location, but you're still in a safe spot that's in the zone. Versus now you kind of have to carry 2 health pots, or maybe only 2 weapons, and then a mobility, right? Or you can carry 3 weapons of mobility, or and lose the mobility and just have health. Like there's a lot of things that you can do with your, because you still have what, 6 slots, 5 slots, 5 slots to maneuver around. So it's not like you're losing anything. You just have to readjust. And I think a lot of the Fortnite community is not willing to adjust because they are so used to it now. You know, even though they've been adjusting up to this point, once they got health on kill, they're like, oh, I don't have to worry about this. Then they get it removed and they're like, oh, now I have to carry like 2 things of healing. Like it doesn't make sense to me why you can't just adjust to it. Because trust me, as a player that plays metagames like constantly, you got to learn to adapt to your new scenarios. You got to learn to adapt to what the developers do. It's not like it's going to be, and that's what makes the game fun, you know, is to learn and keep adapting. If a game becomes stagnant, you're going to lose a lot of people. Because just like in APB, you know, the meta got so stagnant that you literally could just run one gun and dominate the field. You know, the same thing was probably happening in Fortnite, where I mean, you know, you have these overpowered like compositions that people are building on their item sets, and then they're dominating the field because they get health on kill. You know what I mean? So it creates this like unfair little Entic OP. Yeah, Red One knows about the APB days, but literally, like, you know, there's so many things that they've been adding to the game, but what's the point of adding things to the game when this already works? You know what I mean? That's what creates metas. That's what creates the changes that developers need to change and balance and things like that. So for me, the question I impose to like maybe all you Fortnite players is, why not just adapt to what they've done instead of complaining about it? Because right now, all I'm seeing on Twitter, all I'm seeing on YouTube posts, all I'm seeing on Twitch is just people complaining about this. Like, and I get it, like you guys liked where it was at, but it's like, you know, I liked Akali when she had the health on dealing damage. Now she doesn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, just learn. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to a very broad audience at this point, but it's like, if a game is supposed to be competitive and the developers are making adjustments to try and balance for competition, you know, you have to learn and you have to adapt. Just look at all the League players, all the Dota players, all the Rainbow Six Siege players. These guys have to learn every single patch. It's not like it's stagnant. It's not like you just have to learn one thing. You can't one trick. You can't, you know, if you want to play at pro level, you can't one trick. Obviously, I one trick because I just want to have fun. But, you know, you can't one trick. You got to learn. You got to adapt. You got to, you know, in order to conquer the field, that's what you got to do. And I guess that's what I would say to like a lot of Fortnite players, you know, is just learn. I mean, you guys have been doing it up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not, well, like we said the last podcast, if you're not getting out of your comfort zone and doing new things, then I don't think you could really enjoy it in all reality, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Red One brings a good point. Darwinism. Yeah, exactly. Like
that.
That's a really good point to bring up, you know?
Survival of the fittest.
Exactly. You can only get better if you learn to adapt it and adapt to certain situations, you know? I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's an argument that like players are making to Epic, when in reality it's just like, it's so stupid. It's so minuscule. Now, I know Epic kind of did recently make a change, and I was kind of keeping up on Twitter with this, and as well as on YouTube, they've been posting a lot about this. But they removed stretch res from the game because they thought that the FOV change was giving an advantage to certain players. Now, you know, for a competitive game, especially one that's like mostly based on like aiming and shooting, right? I think resolution shouldn't really matter. because if you look at it, right, like everyone can get good at different resolutions. It doesn't have to be native. It can be, whatever stretch res you're running, 4x3, 5x3, or 16x10, whatever you're running, you can get used to it and you can learn to adapt to players that use it, right? Like just look at Counter-Strike, for example. Almost everyone plays on a stretch resolution in Counter-Strike, right? But some of the best still play on native. Shroud, for example, one of the best players in Counter-Strike history, plays on native resolution and still conquers the field playing on native resolution. So it's not to say that, stretch res gives you an advantage or anything, because it's not. It's just how you get comfortable with your peripherals. This is like going back on that argument we had last podcast, which was, can console players keep up with PC players? And I argued that if you're comfortable with the settings that you have and if you're comfortable with the peripherals that you have, it shouldn't make a difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Low res, more FPS for CS:GO. Yeah, but like if everyone's playing on the same rig, it doesn't make a difference, right? Obviously, everyone has different PC rigs when they're at home. That's gonna change. But if on a competition level, if the tournaments are supplied, I guess you could say, by, like, for example, iBuyPower, right? This venue was sponsored by iBuyPower. Everyone's running on the same rig. Everything is fair game, Yes. So I don't know. For tournament scenario, I feel like the argument is invalid. And if you're getting used to stretch resolution, it's definitely something different to experience. Like, it took me a while to get used to stretch res, but I understood why stretch res was better. And it's not like there's really a big advantage to it, because in CS:GO specifically, you actually lose some of your field of view. But like in turn, what you get is bigger hitboxes, things like that, right? Because everything is so wide, right? Like the headshot hitbox is the same. But it's not to say that you can't get as consistent on native res either, right? Again, arguing Shroud, one of the most consistent CS:GO players of all time, able to hit headshots as consistent as every other stretch res player on native resolution. So it shouldn't really make a difference.
No, it shouldn't, especially if it's something that's adjustable in that sense. What am I trying to say here? Well, obviously, when you're playing on a PC, you can manipulate all these things. That's what makes it like
The more competitive edge.
exactly
Right.
So I don't really see why there was a need to nerf the stretch res like that.
Fortnite just wanted everyone to be on the same playing field, which doesn't make sense to me because they're technically on the same playing field no matter what.
Yeah, it's not going to give you any more advantage, really.
You have to get used to stretch res. To some people, you can get dizzy on it because everything moves a lot faster on stretch res because there's a lot more limited field of view, it feels like. For some reason on Fortnite, they said there's more field of view. I don't know. I'd have to test that, but you can't test it now because they banned it. You can't stretch res on anything anymore. You play on native. That's it.
I need my 85 FOV.
But yeah, Justin, I see what I mean. I see the argument that you're making with the whole every frame counts. But when it comes to like tournaments in person, everyone's on the same playing field. So you can't really argue that for tournament wise, at least, right? And if you're trying to get competitive into like PC gaming, right? Like a lot of people will spend a lot of time and money getting to those rigs to the point where their gaming rigs can run perfectly. I mean, for God's sakes, I got gold on APB playing at 19 FPS before I moved to a game or to a rig that runs 60 FPS. So if I can get to a high tier level on 19 FPS, like anyone can do it. You just have to get used to what you have. You have to basically just deal with what you got. You know what I mean? Adapt and survive. Exactly. When I got to a better frame rate, like, of course my game got way better compared to 19 FPS. Yes, that's like a lot harsher to play on. But when I got to like 60 FPS consistently, obviously my game elevated that much more. And, it's definitely gone up, but it's not like I didn't struggle either. You know what I mean? Like everyone goes through their struggles, everyone goes through their hardships. You could still build a beastly gaming PC, but that's not gonna make you a good player. You know what I mean? You can't create good players just by having a good rig.
All right. Another thing that I wanted to really talk about, besides, well, like you took a way different tangent than what I was
Yeah,
going to talk about on the Fortnite thing.
Yeah,
But
I
it
definitely
was
did.
good. It was
But
good
like,
though. Like that's two different takes.
that's
on
like a
it.
current event thing that's happening right now. Like
Well,
Fortnite
I mean,
is current.
So is that.
Yeah, but I mean, Prince Harry, maybe he has other reasons. Maybe he is mad because they took off stretch res and he played on a 4x3 res. You know, maybe he's just over it. You know, he's fed up like every other Fortnite player is right now.
No, see, that's the thing is there's different.
You should tell that to my group of friends, lol. Wait, what about the whole 19 FPS or just like the whole
4x3.
4x3?
No, okay. So I don't know if you know this, but the World Health Organization just they defined gaming disorder. They made gaming.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Is it? Yeah, but like, okay.
If that existed earlier, I would have been diagnosed a long time
Seriously,
ago.
though.
I'm just saying, I would have
No,
been
but-
diagnosed in my APB days for sure.
But I don't. Okay, I will.
I can't do it, man. The withdrawals are too real.
I need some Fortnite, man.
Fuck, man.
You got that Apex?
You got that
What's
4x3
wrong?
res, dude? Oh, fuck, dude. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Jesus. Okay. Well, looks like it's a solo podcast from now on.
All right.
Jesus. Oh, but. Oh, God.
That's what Fortnite
Okay.
players are doing right now. Like, legitimately, that's what they're doing right now.
I don't know. Either like.
Calling 911 emergency.
You know what? Just when it comes to the whole like the competitive side of Fortnite, I guess in this sense, like, and this is not like me. What am I trying to say? I don't play Fortnite competitive.
I
I
don't
never
either.
try to. I just try to have fun with it. But if you're gonna play it competitively, either nut up or shut up. That's just the way it is. Like
Yeah,
you either adapt to the changes and you keep getting better, or you just don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, look what I
fuck
did.
it.
Ari got nerfed to the ground, and I left Ari like in the dust. No, that's so bad. For all you Ari mains out there, I'm sorry. I couldn't deal with it.
All right.
But I mean, you know, the argument still stands. Like I can't. Like, you know, it's. Oh God. But you know, I think, you know, going back on what you're saying, the nut up or shut up type thing. You know, if you're gonna be competitive, if you're playing at the highest level, you better be able to adapt to any scenario that you're in. You already got yourself up to that scenario.
Exactly.
You already know, you know, different solutions to different things. Why not learn a few more new things? You know what I mean?
And not only that, but the game is still technically a beta or the whatever it's called.
That game's forever gonna be a beta.
Yeah,
Just look
it's
at-
always adapting. It's always moving. So
Yeah.
if you're really complaining about the changes in the settings or the changes in the mechanics, just don't play it. Really,
Yeah.
like there's other games you can play that are already finished and all fleshed out completely that already know who they are. And,
Just
and
look
not
at
to say
Ninja.
that Fortnite doesn't know who they are. Obviously, they know.
No.
But like that's the whole appeal of it, right?
Right.
Is the fact that they're always changing, they're always adding new things. Just think of when they added the fucking Infinity Blade shit. That was kind of fun when you had it, but then it was so OP. They were like, oh well, now we're not gonna do it, and now we're gonna add a different thing. You know?
Yeah. Rainbow Six Siege rank is still in beta after 4 years. Yeah, exactly. Like almost every game is still in beta because they're never gonna fully release. Because when you say fully released, that means you're done. You're done
things, but
adding
that makes
things and
no-
updating.
It. I don't think. Well, I mean,
Because a lot
For
of games are
competitive-
still in betas.
yeah, for
nowadays.
competitive games, it's better to stay that way.
Yeah, I mean,
To just stay in that
especially for a
constant
game similar to, you know, like Rainbow Six, League, Dota, games like this, where you're constantly almost every week something changes and you're just like, wow, like I gotta learn to play against that. I'm okay with it. Like I like learning how to play Akali into different scenarios. That's what I did with Arya at the same time. You know, once I got comfortable with the champion that I was playing, now I had to learn how to adapt to new scenarios when it came to me, right? You know, it wasn't even just learning how to play into a certain champion. some people like know that champion a lot better than most people, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people will like in pick ban phase, right? Some people will just look it up. What's the counter to Ari? And they would pick the counter to Ari, and I'd still stomp lane because I know how to play the scenario, right? Because that person doesn't have experience on that champion. People don't have experience on that stuff, right? Like in Siege, same thing, right? Oh, like and you'll hear it sometimes on competitive play, right? Like sometimes you say like, oh, Bjergsen's picking this character, you've never seen him play this, or stuff like that, right? You'll hear the analysts say that, and then in the gameplay it shows. Like it shows that they don't know how to play it, but they picked it because it was a counter to something else that they were doing, right? And so it goes to show that like counter picks aren't gonna always necessarily be true if the player themselves know how to adapt to new scenarios like that, right? And especially if you know that like, oh, this person just picked against me because that's all they wanted to do, but I know how to play against this because I'm experienced with this, right? Like you know, you just like, I remember when I was playing Ari as an Ari1 trick, I would sit there, I would sit there in my bed at night thinking about a game that I lost super hard, and I was just like, man, how could I have played that scenario better? How could I have done this differently? What should I have done to make this scenario different? And that's what I think a lot of people, especially a lot of the Fortnite community, needs to start doing, is just like, you know, instead of just dwelling and getting angry at the devs saying, you guys don't know how to create a good game, instead just adapt and learn and just come to the realization that, yeah, I'm at the top of the game because I adapted this far, and like, you know, I got to continue that habit of learning new things. I feel like a lot of Fortnite players have gotten to this point where they're so used to Epic just listening to them that when something goes negative, you know, they just were like, Epic's not listening anymore, this is it. Because it's only been 2 patches that Epic doesn't do this, right? Like Epic hasn't been listening to their community. They've been adding updates because like this tournament's coming up and stuff like that. And Epic Games, as we know, is infamous for doing this right before a tournament.
Yeah.
Adding things, doing things, making changes right before a tournament, right? And so we know that Epic Games is kind of, they troll their community, to be honest. Like,
but I mean, it should be fun to do that, you know?
In a sense, yeah.
Because you never know what you're like. You legitimately never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes it makes something great, and sometimes it's just a fail. And if it's a fail, then I don't know. It's it shouldn't deter you from trying to adapt. It should actually make you. It should motivate you more to get better at a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that point, everybody's back to ground zero, to square one, you know?
It's not even like ground zero, because, you know, they'll make changes and some things don't happen to your favorite characters, you know? Sometimes, like, you just gotta learn that, oh, well, this this person, or this character, or this champion, or hero is gonna be the overpowered one. People are gonna pick this because it's strong. For me, I take that as a challenge and say, like, okay, people are gonna abuse this. How can I play against it? And if I don't know how to play against it, then I'm just gonna ban it. Like,
yeah.
And that goes for a lot of things, right? Like, what if like Fortnite added a ban phase, and you can ban something, right? An item in the game. You can ban the sniper. You can ban the deagle. You can ban the overpowered things, right? That would make Fortnite a very interesting game for competitive play. Right?
Oh.
Because this is what every meta game does.
What are
right?
you gonna do? Just run around with a pistol, a gray pistol?
Yeah. Learn and adapt.
I guess.
Right? That's the whole thing that we're bringing up right now.
No,
if you
okay.
ban the deagle, everybody that mastered the deagle now has to say like, well, I gotta pick up a heavy sniper rifle in exchange for the deagle, right? Or vice versa. Like, oh, they banned the AK, so now I gotta use the M4. And BRs are meant to be like this. It's an RNG game from the very start. You don't know what you're gonna land on. You don't know what you're gonna get. Right?
I guess,
until endgame. Endgame is the only time where you get the loadout that you want to finish the game. So, I mean, in a game that's super RNG, why not just add something that like is a bannable thing, right? Like, maybe not each team, but people take a vote, right? There's like a bunch of items that can be voted on, and each team is gonna pick something to ban, right? And whatever has the highest pick rate out of all those teams that are in the tournament, whatever has the highest thing, or like 3 items that have the highest picked, you know, ban rate, boom, those items are now removed from the game. It would add for a very interesting gameplay, I think, because Now, not only do each player have to adapt to what scenario they just put themselves in, because everyone votes. It's a fair system. Everyone votes. So whatever's strong at the moment, whatever Epic Games has made as overpowered, gets removed from that game. That would make that game more competitive.
I
Tell me not.
I mean, I see where you're going with it, but also kind of make it. I don't know. Okay, I see where you're going with it, and I agree. It would make it more competitive.
If you,
But
yeah.
I don't think it would benefit them to do that.
Why?
Just because you're trying to, from Epic's standpoint, they're trying to be, what is it? Like groundbreaking, right? Do something that nobody else has done.
I mean, it's not to say that they haven't. They're the first game that allows you to defend yourself in a shooting game.
Yeah, exactly.
At any point, right?
No, but that's the thing is like what you're saying is try and implement something like the League of Legends where you can ban a champion or something, you know? And I don't know, like have them add the way they've been doing so far. I think they should just stay the course. You know, there are always going to be criticisms of everything that you do. No, you're never going to please everybody 100%. You know, but if you keep adapting the game, you keep making it interesting, then nobody's going to get bored of it. There's a lot of people out there that play Fortnite still, even over Apex, even though, like, just from a personal standpoint, I like Apex more. Yeah. But there's a lot of people who, like, even when Apex came out, they tried it and they're like, I'm just going to stick with the Fortnite. It doesn't matter. Like,
right, and it's preference. It's always going to be preference, right?
There's always going to be preference. There's always going to be people that both love and hate the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to go for any game. There's a lot of people that moved on from League of Legends to Fortnite and then ended up going back to League of Legends because of Fortnite. Like, you know, everyone always has their preference. It doesn't matter. Like, everyone's going to have their fan base, right? But what I'm saying is Epic Games is kind of on a path that APB was down, which is, I mean, it's not to say that they're not stagnant because they're always making changes to weapons, right? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing that the Epic should keep track of, right? When the Deagle was one-shotting every material, no matter what material you put down, if you put down wood, brick, or metal, it would one-shot it as soon as it was there. That made the Deagle one of the most overpowered weapons in the game because, one, someone's trying to defend themselves against you, and two, they can't really defend themselves when every single thing that they're putting up is being one shot, right? So they changed that. The Deagle got nerfed, which is a good thing. Like, that should be happening constantly. But now the meta shifted, and now people are buying, or not buying, but they're trying to grab the heavy sniper. The heavy sniper still one shots every material. It doesn't matter if it's fully built. It doesn't matter if it's half built. It's gonna one shot that material. So what the meta became was when people were playing duos, they would have two heavy snipers if they could on one team. One person would be aiming, the other person's aiming at the person when they try to see it. And what happens is they do a countdown. The first person shoots, the second person shoots the same shot, but he shoots on a person. And what ends up happening is the first person, the person takes down the wall, the person gets hit.
I saw you and Chroma do that once. That was crazy.
We did, and like it's a good strategy. It makes for interesting gameplay, but it's overpowered. So if you give the players the ability to ban that out, to say you cannot use this strategy, and it's a very valid point, right? Like in League of Legends and Rainbow Six Siege and Dota, you ban out a champion. Now the team has to think of a different composition to run against your team, right? And it becomes a game of composition, right? How do I build something? And what could change in my loadout that would allow me to play a little bit differently in that scenario, right? If the heavy shotgun, or not heavy shotgun, if the heavy sniper is removed from the game, what can I do to create like a similar scenario? Dynamite, right? That would be your next like go-to. Obviously, it's not gonna super one-shot every wall, but now you kind of you got to start thinking of different scenarios that you got to put yourself in. You know what I mean? So I think it would create a really good environment, but at the same time, you know, we kind of know how vocal the Fortnite community can get. So
I mean, I guess it does create this constant wave of just having to adapt. So I guess you're right. All I'm saying is, like, I think they can come up with their own ways of creating more challenging situations for even the veteran players.
Yeah.
Just throw them a curveball and then have everybody adapt. And if they don't adapt, Oh well, sucks
Yeah.
to suck.
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
If you can't adapt, I guess you better retire.
exactly. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I tried to be good. Like I tried to play Fortnite to have fun a little bit, and then I was like, okay, maybe I could try and get better at it. I just couldn't. I tried learning how to build. I tried learning different techniques and stuff,
Hmm.
and it just in the end wasn't for me. So I was like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna claim to want to stay competitive always, you gotta learn to adapt. It's like with anything. It's like with any sport or game or anything in life, really. If you want to be successful, you always gotta be adapting. You always got to adjust and keep moving. Because if you don't, then you're just stagnant and you're not really improving.
Right.
You know? You just plateau, and it's not. That just doesn't become fun. So everybody that's complaining about this kind of stuff, I don't know why. I honestly don't. They should just.
I think they're just
honestly-
overreacting. Like they liked it so much that it's just like, you know what, I don't ever want this game to die like this, stuff like that. And it's just like, you got to think about it from two different standpoints, right? If you're gonna take the most competitive players, just throw them into a game, and like you know, like what's gonna make that scenario different, right? What's gonna make it so that every player that is playing on this tournament has an even battlefield? It doesn't matter who, right? Because right now we see that Tfue and Cloak are dominating the Fortnite scene. Obviously there's people that take wins, but overall, you know, like these guys are some of the biggest names in Fortnite that they're almost always winning tournaments left and right, and it doesn't matter. That's cool. I love my champ.
Change is
It's
good.
good, Cossacks. But yeah. Oh, and then going back on the patch notes, Ridwan, you should just follow like people on YouTube that do the patch notes, because I follow Red Mercy for League patch notes, and then I learn everything, and I'm like, I'm good. I just watch YouTube videos. I never read the patch notes. I just watch people who read up on the patch notes and then like make YouTube videos. That helps a lot. Rengar. Kha'Zix Rengar. Oh, that'd be funny to watch. Justin's Rengar versus Ridwan's Kha'Zix.
Ooh.
That'd be a matchup, a jungle matchup for sure. They're both like the same exact champion. They're both one-shot champions. So if you land the combo on either of these champs, like Kha'Zix or Rengar, you one-shot pretty much any squishy. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Yeah. Ooh, another thing that I really wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you saw, but like the NVIDIA RTX server, they're doing like, I'm on their website right now, and they're saying it's like the powering the future of cloud gaming and AR and VR. And I don't know, from the past couple of podcasts that we've been talking about, like cloud streaming games and stuff like that, to see something like this that to kill each other. Oh man.
Oh, they're talking about the Kha'Zix versus Rengar.
Oh.
But Justin's not used to the new Rengar because Rengar got a rework. See, this is what I'm saying though, right? Like, same thing with League players, right? Akali, if you want, like, we watched my old Akali gameplay. We talked about this on stream, okay? The old Akali, she was very simple, but really fun.
Whoa.
Oh, hey! But, you know, the old Akali was really easy and fun to play. But the new Akali became even better for me to play because she became mechanically difficult. But for a lot of players that like the old Akali, they dropped her because she was so much more difficult to play right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a full-on rework. They changed her from the ground up. Like, you know,
I wonder if I could create a feedback loop that just keeps going on, and just do this, and then in the stream it just keeps going.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Here goes.
Here's the loop, baby. We got the loop, baby.
Please no.
I miss the days of Ringo. Top with triple Dorns played.
Sorry about that, Rick.
My eyes.
I just wanted to see what it would be like.
Or as an ADC sub, old fucking Draven when he had bleed passive. Oh man, when him and Darius were on the same team, that was so annoying to play against. You just nonstop get bled to death.
All right, well, going back to the topic.
Sorry.
Let's move on to the next topic.
All right. We're talking about League here, all right? I love
What?
meta. I love
I
meta
know,
and
okay.
meta shift. Like, I love it because it's like You learn about yourself and adapting. That's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, going back to the topic.
Go back to the whole streaming games and stuff. Dude, hemorrhage.
That-
I have it right here.
That was the bleed effect.
Oh.
So the bleed effect was called hemorrhage. That's like I think only one, two. How many champs have it? I think it's only 2 champions that have like a bleed effect.
Mm.
So when you get hit by an ability or something, like your character slows and then they just bleed. Darius only? I thought what's that mid laner? Talon. I thought Talon had it. I swear to God he had it. Oh well, anyways, going back to the cloud gaming. Okay.
So like what they're saying here on their website, and this is on their website, is like the next generation NVIDIA RTX server delivers a giant leap in cloud gaming performance and user scaling. It packs 40 NVIDIA Turing GPUs into an 8U blade form factor that can render and stream even the most demanding games at GeForce RTX 2080 performance levels. Cloud gaming performance and user scaling that is ideal for mobile edge computing. From AAA games to virtual and augmented reality, the future is here. Now, that sounds pretty interesting.
So wait, cloud gaming so you can download a graphics card?
No, okay.
Wait, hold on, I got lost. I was
So-
still thinking about the bleed. I'm just kidding.
NVIDIA GPU technology enables up to 160 PC games to be run concurrently, with mobile games streamed at even higher concurrency ratios using container technology. The NVIDIA RTX server can run the most demanding and graphically intense games in the world at high frame rates, which reduces latency. So, like,
Their example is Fortnite too. Ironic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the thing. It's
You want to
like,
show it to the stream?
do you want to see? Wait, we could just look this up on your computer and then just look up the, so that way people could see.
I will do that.
Yeah.
All right. So what's
it'd
the
be
thing?
easier that way. So it's Nvidia's website. So you just click on there.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh yeah,
My
I don't
brain
know if
is
you saw
artificial.
the April Fool's thing where they had Ron.
So is it this one?
Huh? Yeah.
This one. Okay.
So
All
this
right, guys,
is
we're gonna check out the website.
this is the article that I was talking about, and like you could say, you see there, they're just talking about cloud gaming, and with the recent likes of like Google and Apple getting into cloud gaming, making streaming services for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite like game changing for them, for this to be a thing, right? If they can use this and make it so that it's like you're just playing out of a normal, like, it, what am I trying to say? So the game is being rendered off your computer. Is this what it is, or what are we?
So I'm trying to read this. It packs 40 NVIDIA Turing GPUs into an 8U blade form factor that can render and stream even the most demanding games at RTX 2080 performance levels. But what it sounds like is when you do this like cloud gaming,
It's streamed over the
it's
internet.
not, yeah, it's streamed over the internet and it's not directly hosted on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it sounds like. Streamed over the internet and your computer gets hooked up to a computer. Sick. So now my gaming PC just becomes my streaming PC. And thanks to Nvidia, they're my gaming PC. That's how I'm understanding this.
Yeah.
So it's streaming big picture. Basically, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, is a good idea on paper, right? We're never gonna really know how this is gonna run until it comes out,
But it
which
uses a lot of internet. That's true. But
is gonna
I mean-
suck because especially for people who stream like me, where internet is like my number one thing that I have to care about
Guess.
on everything, right?
Well, I mean, no matter what, if you're streaming, doesn't matter. Well, when you're streaming, obviously internet matters. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
So if I'm just trying to play a game and stream, this would not be viable for me because my internet would have to be like better than. It feels like my internet would have to be better than Google Fiber to stream.
No.
Because one, streaming already takes a lot. Two, if it's gonna take a lot of internet just to reach these servers, what's the point of playing games on these servers? You know what I mean?
I use big picture mode before on my phone. I play Grand Theft Auto 5 on my
Sick.
But I don't know. I feel like
Like, this is a good idea for people who don't have high-end games or gaming rigs, right? It's a good idea. Or for people who don't plan on streaming but they just want to play games, right? This is a good idea for it. It's a budget. Yeah.
I guess, but I'm pretty sure there'd be a way to work around that because I don't know, like if we really went into it on the last time that we talked about the topic, but I know Google, at least with Google Stadia, they want people using like streamers using their service. So
Right.
that way, like streamers can play with their audience and stuff like that, and interact with just the, just people out there, the viewers and stuff. But like RJ
Yeah,
would
that's
be able
true.
to play with us more with his PC.
You could play with us on this.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like that's cool. Like, but
It creates more opportunity for gamers, but for people like me, like you, Justin, too, who stream, it's not viable.
Yeah,
So I could see what kind of, like they're very trying with this. They're trying to target audience like people like you, who don't have the money.
poor.
Yeah, as he has like a freaking Rode mic right over here. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
broke
but
ass.
I worked my ass off for that. What do you mean?
You don't
Like,
think I worked my ass off for this?
Exactly, that's the thing, it's like-
I'm just kidding. But
that's what I'm saying though. is
No,
like,
yeah.
I'm broke as fuck.
For
like this is,
for everybody else, this would be a good option to have. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
and it makes
Would you pay
sense.
for this service, or do you like?
I don't know. Let's just keep scrolling. Let's see what happens.
It doesn't say anything about that. Imagine if you had to subscribe. That would suck.
No, I don't think. Oh, wait, what? Download the RTX server data sheet. Learn more. Okay, let's see. Let's click learn more.
What the small text?
But we blind. What do you mean?
All right, can you guys see it?
I don't think so, man. I could barely see it right now. There we go.
Can you guys see it? Let me know if you guys can read it. I mean, I don't think you guys want to read through all of this.
It's just for the casual people who want to get into PC gaming, can't afford it. Currently, I got mine for free since beta tester.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. And they said it can stream up to 160 PCs, right, at one time.
Wait, what?
On this page before.
Wait, I have it here.
You have it. Said that it can load up to 160 PCs at the same time. It looked like, which is a lot, but you know, with all these new gamers up and coming, I don't know about that. Yeah, up to 160 PC games to be run concurrently, meaning at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad.
It really wouldn't. And
There's also Shadow Cloud, but unfortunately, you have to pay a hefty subscription. Yeah.
yeah,
See, I mean, like, I guess that's like your give and take for this, right? Like, would you pay? Is it worth the subscription to get this, right? To get access to play video games, or is it more worth it for you to just save up your money and buy one flat out, right? I guess this is like equivalent to like if you're going to buy a house versus rent a house type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to save up and just buy one, or do you want to live in one now and then just pay monthly? You know what I mean? It's essentially that. I mean, it's an analogy. It's not like an exact, right? I'm not living in my PC, like, but I mean, it's a good option for a lot of people who want to get into PC gaming, for example. You know, it's definitely a good option, but
oh, it's just like a data center that I think you do have to like
subscribe.
subscribe or
Yeah, I mean, it
contact
makes sense.
us. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, might as well have a medium tower. Yeah, I mean,
Well, let's contact.
and they don't
connect with
even
an NVIDIA specialist.
and I think they even say somewhere around here that it's not even meant for competitive use. It's only used for casual use.
Yeah, but even then, it's like. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is a pretty good step in the right direction for things like this, like what Google Stadia and Apple Arcade are trying to do, you know? It's create a faster way to stream games online, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that, because I know that a lot of the people's, like, problems with the service was that the latency was really bad and made it really hard to be competitive, even if you're not streaming, you just want to play competitively. the latency made it harder. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, see, that's what I was talking about. I think the Ron was. Is that real or is that just the April Fool's joke this year? Because that shit was funny.
The new voice of gaming.
Yeah, introducing the Revolution AI powered holographic assistant that delivers the unique thrill of personalized PC gaming. It's amazing. Just watch. That guy was in one of the April Fool's pranks that Nvidia did before, where it was like.
So this connects to your PC and you basically have like an Alexa?
Again, I'm pretty sure this is an April Fool's prank.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it's an April Fool's prank, but
It's friggin' hilarious though. Just a close up of the USB
sick
port.
ass USB, dude.
The plug.
Can you imagine that, dude?
No, but like look at the video. It's hilarious. It's great. By the way, not sponsored by Nvidia.
I can't even hear anything.
Can't?
No.
Oh, because you have the volume on.
Oh no, I know why. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Sound. Playback. Yup.
Cortana, is that you?
Okay, we should be able to hear this.
NVIDIA GeForce is always introducing new ways to move gaming technology forward. But our latest breakthrough is like nothing you've ever seen before. Gamers of the world, meet Ron, the ultimate, next generation
I like the name Ron.
AI-powered virtual assistant that delivers the promise of personalized PC gaming.
Now you really don't have to have a girlfriend.
Would you like to play a game?
Any smart speaker can
Just
answer
date
20
Ron.
questions or play music. But Ron uses cutting-edge AI to do so much more in 18 different languages.
Oh god.
Soy la cena de pollo. Je suis la dîner de poulet. 你不知道我讲什么吧？
Ron
Wait.
can
What did it
optimize
say in
your
Spanish? I
games,
haven't seen the full trailer for this.
Cena de pollo. Je
No.
suis la dîner
Go back a little bit.
different languages.
Yo soy la
Yo soy la cena de pollo. I am a chicken dinner.
I am a chicken dinner. Is that my boy Linus Tech Tips? Yo.
Seriously.
Seriously, dude.
你不知道我讲什么吧？
Oh.
Ron can optimize your games, keep you up to date on everything happening in the gaming world, and coach you through your gameplay.
Oh, that dude's ears.
Julian, I have analyzed your last 412 drops. Your best win rate comes from dropping bunker and, well, hiding.
Thanks, Ron.
Having trouble holding your temper when dealing with weak teammates?
This is so
online?
troll.
Don't get banned. Get Ron's patented rage converter technology.
Oh my god! I got a question. How did the four biggest morons on
Rage converter activated. Great work, team. This has been a simulated confrontation.
Wow. Amazing. If you're like me, you love talking about PC gaming on forums and Twitch and Reddit, but hate dealing with online trolls.
This is what the
Now,
podcast
you
has
can sit
become.
back
We're just
and let
watching
Ron
videos.
do the arguing.
Yeah, this is. You guys want to watch a movie? No. Fuck it, dude.
Oh my
He never
God.
has to eat, sleep, or bathe, making him an equal match for your average online troll.
Mission complete. Icyfire 420 has quit the internet.
He's not laying on his floor.
Thanks, Ron.
Oh.
We've all been there. You've settled into an
a good ass
intense
April
gaming
Fool's
session,
joke.
You're just getting to the
Yeah,
goal
that shit.
line,
Like I was
starts flooding in. Well, with
like
Ron's
scrolling
top
through
lock AI
Insta
feature, you can
when I
buy
found
yourself
this,
the
and I thought it was
extra
the
time you need to
fucking
finish the
funniest
final
thing when
level.
it was like, I've analyzed your last 412 drops, and you always do best when you drop bunker and
Remind your
hide.
parents that your little brother is a degenerate delinquent.
I reminded that your parents was your brother's a delinquent.
And 20
I'm
seconds
done.
to game peacefully.
It just works. Do you want to meet Ron in person and get in on the ground floor of AI-assisted PC gaming?
Low-key, if this really
Check
existed,
the
I'd buy
website
it.
down in the description for more news about game-changing
Oh my
features
god.
and to get notified.
It would make my
when
stream
launches
sound a lot
later
better
this year.
because I wouldn't be complaining about my teammates all the
I
time.
seem to have reached the end
Doing
of the
seem to have
internet.
reached the end of the internet.
I mean, if
that
that's a
was
real
amazing.
thing, that'll be great.
It isn't. It's an April Fool's joke.
No, that'd be funny
But
though.
oh my god, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And who knew that that person employed my technique for Apex to just drop bunker and hide.
Drop bunker and hide. It's this dude again.
Should I hide my face?
Alright, guys, so this became a single person podcast.
No, but legit. I don't know. I think I still prefer Google Bliat.
Google Bliat. It's my favorite. I don't know, like that's funny though. That's so troll.
Like I remember I was scrolling through Insta at like 1 in the morning. I was like, wait, this is kind of cool. And I was like, wait a second. What day is it today?
April Fools. When I
Oh.
posted I'm pregnant.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, it's April Fools. Oh. I was like, what?
Everyone's posting I'm pregnant on that day. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be a chicken.
Yeah, Sam did too. No, I'm joking. Oh god, that was funny though. You know you can plug high. Yeah. Oh, I was way up. I was like, wait, didn't I see that again? Like earlier?
What you mean?
I don't know. What other gaming news did you really want to talk about?
I don't know. I got everything off my chest about Fortnite.
You sure?
No.
You sure?
So, anyways, going back on the Fortnite thing, you know, what pisses me off. No, I'm just kidding. Ron changes in the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool to have like a little.
Can you imagine that? You just see me going like this, like on the screen, but everyone, like Ron is just like, "This is a very peaceful game, and I enjoy what what Epic Games is doing with their stream."
What is this, like the anger translator for Obama when he was president? The Key and Peele skit.
They all posted that you were pregnant, or they got you pregnant. What you mean, Jess?
What? You tired? Would you like to come and say a 10-minute spiel?
About Fortnite? No, I'm just kidding.
You know what we need to do one day is stream Uno. Damn it! When are you gonna stream Uno with me?
I'm too broke for Uno.
What? You got an AT 2020. You can't afford Uno.
Yeah, I can't. You got a Rode NT1 and you can't get a gaming PC?
But this thing is worth like 10 times less than a PC.
Yeah, you're right.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, no.
Talk other than Fortnite, golf with friends. Oh, we're probably playing golf with friends later tonight, actually.
Honestly, that'd be pretty fun. Oh,
Yeah, Jess is
that?
actually sleeping, so
What?
never mind. Strike that. We're playing golf it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I got a PlayStation 1 memory card.
Super random.
This is my good luck memory card, man. This thing, you know what games this thing has on it? Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and what was it? I can't remember if it was NFL Game Day '98 or Medieval. I think it was Medieval.
Medieval.
Have you ever played Medieval, by the way? Oh, that's another game that I wanted to talk about. You know how Crash Bandicoot and Spyro had their trilogies reignited, and you know, they had their trilogies remade
Okay.
for the newer generation. You know what game I really want to be remade next? Gex.
Gex?
Have you ever played Gex? Gex was the shit.
What's Gex?
Before Crash Bandicoot, before Spyro, I remember Gex used to be the shit. Is this Gecko who was basically like a super spy that worked with the US government and like what you would do, you'd travel through TV screens into the media dimension, and you'd fight your way through like different TV shows and movies and stuff like that, and it was really cool. Like, pull it up, look up Gex video game.
Can we show this?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're just talking about it.
What is it?
No.
Gex?
GEX.
It's so like basic.
Yeah.
Gex.
Platform video game trilogy developed by Crystal Dynamics. For the longest time, it was like a mascot, a big time mascot for PlayStation. And I fucking used to love this game. It was the shit. Like, the shitty graphics, everything about it. That first one right there on the left. Oh my god. Look at that. This game was the shit. And it was just like this giant humanoid gecko that just was badass and sassy as fuck. And it was like the best game ever. And I remember me and my cousins used to fight over who was the better player at this game, who could speed run it the fastest. And I lost. And that was pretty sad. But it was really fun.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a
loved
good
it.
platformer game.
It was...
I thought you were getting me excited. I thought you were gonna say Jack and Daxter. I was like, yes.
Well, Jack and Daxter would be another game to reboot.
I would
I feel
love
like
to see Jack and Daxter being
remastered.
remade.
Sorry, not reboot.
Yeah, remaster would be amazing.
What's it called? What about Twisted Metal? Yes, please. Twisted Metal
would be amazing.
Gex, Jack and Daxter. What's another good game from my childhood?
Rayman.
Rayman was
Rayman.
Rayman's been done so many iterations over and over again.
We need another.
feel
No,
like-
I'm just kidding. Legends of Dragon. What other good game? Fortnite. Yeah, reboot Fortnite. Everyone's asking for a revert.
No, yeah, Medieval. That game.
Castlevania.
Castlevania. Well, if you like Castlevania, you'd like Dead Cells.
Gex.
Gex.
You'd like Gex.
No, but legit though, Medieval was one of those games.
Where's Happy? We're already starting.
Hashtag where's Happy?
So earlier, when I was streaming, I had Happy on my bed, and I said, "Oh, what if it would be fun if we had this thing on my stream where if Happy wasn't in his spot, people on my stream would have to find Happy somewhere, and I'm gonna hide him somewhere, and whoever finds it, whoever's like the first one in chat to realize it, like gets a gifted sub from me. If they're already a sub, then they get to do mod for the day, or if they're already a mod and a sub, then I don't know, maybe I'll give them I'll buy them some
card.
yeah I'll buy you a triple macchiato, you know what I'm saying, like
Triple macchiato. High roller.
high basic, what you mean? Where's my
Again, I'm broke.
triple macchiato bit? No, just kidding. Give me a hot fudge sundae, little while. Yeah.
I
Hashtag
need the new 1660.
But the whole thing where's Happy started from that. So
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do that, but I want to add more. I'm gonna start fucking like buying random ass shit. Like I'm gonna have like a cat scratching post. Put them right in the middle. That'd be so funny. Imagine that.
man.
Just super random shit. Like I'm gonna end up buying so much useless stuff that it's just gonna end up on my stream. Do you even have a cat? No, I have Happy. That's about it.
No, but legit. Gex, the very first game came out my birth year, 94.
Caramel
That shit is
macchiato.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a fun game. I've never. I feel like I've played it, but I don't realize that I played it. Probably
Enter the Gecko was my favorite. The second one.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really played this game.
It's so much fun, and like for the shitty graphics that they were, it didn't matter. Like, well, I mean, obviously at the time we were like, "Oh my god, these graphics are incredible."
Yes. What the fuck? Take shit from my house, please. I have a lot.
I'll take a venti quad shot coconut milk caramel macchiato with Castlevania. Oh, it's Wait, what? We need to get some coffee, y'all.
For real. We've never done it this late usually.
Oh yeah. Sorry for being off our game. By the way, you guys, this is the very first like webcam live stream
Podcast,
which
yeah.
is fun.
It's a move.
It's definitely.
I'm gonna try and create like a scene for us though, so that it's a little bit more professional than this.
Mm-hmm. Maybe next time though, I won't be able to come over, depending. No, because I got a couple of things next Thursday that I got to take care of at home. But
So then we
I'll
won't do
have
the
to set
webcam
up.
next week then.
No, but yeah, we're planning we'll
Late
see
night
what we
podding.
do. Poddling? Or
Podding.
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 No, it's poddling.
No, it's it's podding.
No, it says poddling.
Where does it say poddling?
Poddling.
On Justin's comment it says
Yeah,
podding.
no, Justice says poddling.
Podding, poddling, podding,
Poddling.
poddling. Did we just create a new word
Poddling.
and a new hashtag in this stream? Hashtag where's happy and hashtag poddling.
Hashtag poddling. Yes.
Alright. Good night. Have a good
Buenas
time.
noches. Oh god, what did I do?
I have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, one with cheese and a large soda. Isn't it like a large diet soda? Pretty sure that's what it is, but
I don't even know.
on
Oh,
the
but that
real
was
though,
great.
can we get food on
Extra
the-
dip.
Can I get a number 9, a number 9 large, a
extra
number 6 with extra dick?
Dead. I'm dead.
I know what's
Jesus.
getting edited out of this podcast so we can monetize this on YouTube.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it on.
I'm
man.
kidding.
Fuck the monetization.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get monetized. Like, just going off of the shit that we've talked about already.
With extra dick and number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese. Damn. I'm crying while I sleep. Yo, Joey, what up?
What's up?
Welcome to the podcast, man.
Let's see. Another thing that I really wanted to talk about, and
Damn, so quick. Hi, Joey. Bye, Joey.
damn.
The boy is here. The boy wonder.
Oh my god.
Is that him with the slick back hair? Bye, boy. Damn. Jess, why are you so rude? Joey said, bitch, bye. Boy, bye. Damn, alright. Thanks for tuning into the podcast, guys. Love every single
I guess we're peacing out later.
He said, wait. I hear Jess. Yeah, Jess is here.
Yeah. Jess is in the background.
She's sleeping.
She's
She's sleeping, but
happy.
she's also moderating in the chat.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
It's all good.
You're good. No, you're good.
No, Kev was like ranting about Fortnite for like 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
we're good.
You're good.
I heard it.
Oh, you heard
I
that?
heard it.
Yeah.
I wish sleep. My butt is further and further into this pit. Oh my God.
Do you need some
I don't know
help
how
getting
that's
up?
comfortable, yeah.
I'm actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, the casting couch is sitting there then, I guess.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Kevin's got the casting couch.
I have a casting couch. It used to be right back here, and I moved it back there because I haven't casted in a while, so.
Yeah, the last
There was
time
no
was when I
point.
auditioned for this podcast.
Yeah, so I mean, he got the job. We're good now. Cut.
Oh my
Cut.
god.
Now
Oh.
Jess is queen of the casting couch, so.
No. No, she's not on Skype. She's right here.
Special guest didn't have to hit the couch.
Oh my god. The couch.
What the? That's some like Pornhub shit.
No, I forgot
This
what-
isn't a beach. This is a bathtub. You know, the random shit that they say like has no correlation, and they just start doing it. Like, what? What is like? You never. Tell me you've seen the meme with Lisa Ann.
No, I've seen it. It's not a meme.
I know the porn star.
It's an actual video. What do you mean?
No, I know it is. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not the only one, right? That has watched this one, or this isn't a beach. This is the bathtub.
Did you see
Yeah, I was like, wait, you need help? And then-
Hashtag couch life. You should have been like hashtag casting.
Oh.
throw your chocolates at you?
Chocolate.
Oh, not the best. Not the perfect French.
Not the sweet chocolate.
Oh god. No body of water is safe without a lifeguard. See, Ridwan knows. He's there. He knows. We watched this. We watched this. Not together, but we watched this. You know.
Let's live stream some porn. Just have it in the background.
All right, guys. If you want to watch some porn, I'm gonna go ahead and host the group project gamers, where he's gonna be hosting a porn viewing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy that shit.
Just let me put on my my.
I know I'll be tuning in later. You feel me?
let me go incognito real quick. Oh god, we're so tired.
Oh, you almost got me to start laughing. Like, only people in Discord know that laugh because it sounds so stupid. It's like an inhale, exhale type shit. Lisa's favorite, your dick, my hand.
Oh my god.
You said that so many times that I don't actually know the quote. Dickamode, is that you? Alright, guys, we're straying off. Alright, listen.
All right,
TOS.
go back to gaming.
TOS. Time out. TOS.
Cut. All right. But what other games would you love to see revived? Like
Obviously,
classic
Jack and
games?
Daxter.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
Jack
but
and Daxter.
besides
That'd be
Jack
my
and
number
Daxter
one.
and Medieval, Gex,
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper would be
cool.
really cool. Jack and Daxter.
Heck yeah.
That's my favorite like storyline game ever. Ace Combat. Yeah, Ace
yep.
Combat would be really sick. Galaga? Imagine Galaga actually. Like modern day RTX.
Playing Galaga on...
In high definition.
What would that
Instead
even
of
be,
instead
though?
of just back and forth, it's that you travel.
You're
through
actually
space.
like flying a fighter jet and destroying.
Yes.
That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that should be pretty cool.
That would be
But
really cool.
How would you implement that? Would you, if they could do something where you actually have like a flight simulator controller and shit, where you're actually controlling your plane?
Kid Icarus,
You know
that'd be
what I
good.
mean? Kid Icarus, that would be pretty fun.
Armored Core, yeah.
Okay.
Jalee's still doing League of Legends quotes. He's doing his favorite freaking champion, Lee Sin.
Blindness is no impairment against a smelly enemy.
What other games would be really interesting to see, like,
You know what game-
revamped or like remastered? Oh, Cruisin' USA. I would love to see that game
I
remastered.
guess.
I mean, I know it's like your basic racing game, but I think it'd be really interesting to see all those tracks remade into modern graphics. Modern Warfare 2 remastered. All right,
Yes.
listen, they already tried to remaster Modern Warfare. I do not want to see what they're gonna do with Modern Warfare 2.
No, they did do Modern Warfare.
Yeah, they did.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, and it came out really good, and I like it. It's
No, I mean it was good. I just hated the fact that they took out some of the mechanics from the game.
I guess, but I mean,
Remastered, not remechanics. Because we don't need no mechanics fixing no games.
what do you mean they took away some of the mechanics?
Do you remember in Modern Warfare when you had like the it's like a barrier, right? And you jumped on a specific spot and you'd bounce again. It's like a strafe jump. They took that out of the game.
Well, because that wasn't even supposed to be in the game in the first place.
Yeah,
Right.
well, if you're just remastering the game, it's just supposed to look better, not change the mechanics of the game.
No, but that
they
wasn't
took out
even
strafe
the
jumping
mechanics.
too.
That
I got
wasn't
mad.
supposed to be like a mechanic.
I
wasn't
know.
it? I think it was just a glitch that was like, oh well, it's already out. Fuck it. But like a remastered is always supposed to be an improvement of overall,
that's
like
true.
everything. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I mean, also Joey makes a good point that remastering involves making or using a new engine. So
Exactly. So I don't think, I mean, unless they literally went into the and programmed that back into it, which I don't even know if they know how that happened.
they removed a lot of things that made the game like really fun mechanically because
I really enjoy Prop Hunt.
Pokemon Stadium. Oh, or what's that one where the Pokemon game and then you like take pictures? Snapshot or something.
Oh yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
that game? And then like you could play 2-player and then you just like take pictures and whoever took the better picture like gets more points.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Snap. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yes, that game was so fun. Me and my brother used
For
to
the
play that
64,
all the
right?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like that. I think they implemented that in one of the newer games, didn't they? Like one of the DS games, where it was like, if you took a picture, it was the X and Y, right? Where you go around and you have a camera, and if you take a picture, they give you like points or something.
Imagine if
That's
they
weird.
remastered Pokemon Snap and now you can take selfies.
What is this, like Pokemon Go, and then you're taking selfies with your Charmander?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
legit,
lit.
honestly. I would do it.
Imagine just having like Eevee sitting on top of your head and then taking a selfie. You with it? With the filter? Oh my god, that'd be cute. That'd be mad cute. Are you kidding me?
Oh god.
Alright, I'm done. Okay. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater would be interesting.
Hell yeah. I want to
All the stupid combos that you could get away with just by either doing a manual or grinding.
Okay. Yeah. Seriously.
You'd be falling 40 feet from the sky and then like you're supposed to bail, but you hit triangle and you just start grinding.
Yeah.
Like, that should have me dying every time. Or like when you land and then you go into manual and then you revert. Oh yeah. That shit was funny as hell.
Oh my god. Oh. The Elgato screen, the green screen.
Nice. Now it
So
can
they'll
just
get the
literally
pictures.
be us in the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, I want to get that for
Upon
my
killing
stream
an
eventually.
enemy Akali, you hesitated. That's funny because one of Akali's quotes is like, no hesitation, no. What was it? It's like no hesitation, no remorse or something like that. I can't
Mhm.
remember, but when Lee Sin kills her, he goes, "You hesitated."
But what's it called? Another game, I guess.
Or I have crippling depression. Okay. Star Wars: The Old Republic. That would be a good ass game to see.
Knights of
Remastered.
the Old Republic. Hell yeah.
That would be such a good game to see. Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefield would be fun to see remastered. I think.
They already did that though. The new games.
Yeah, it's Fortnite. No, I was kidding. Sick ass game, dude. Star Wars: The Old Republic, the new Star Wars, Fortnite. Sick ass remaster, dude.
Are you talking about Battlefront?
Oh, Battlefront, not Battlefield.
Isn't that the games that they've been coming out with recently though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but seeing the original Battlefield would be pretty sick.
I guess.
Actually, like all the
No,
Star Wars
I
games
think-
would be pretty cool remastered.
No, there's a couple that were just great, but Knights of the Old Republic was one of my favorites.
Minesweeper remastered.
Hell yeah.
RTX Minesweeper.
The 2080 Ti.
Lee,
graphics.
it exists. It's called gambling.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah. When you
Oh my
you touch
God.
the bomb, that means that you spent all your money.
Of all the games that I've said before, GoldenEye,
Yes.
007.
Bomberman would be cool to see
Bomberman
remastered.
was pretty cool.
GoldenEye.
Star Fox.
GoldenEye would be a really cool remaster.
Hell yeah.
Star Fox, all the Star Fox. I remember the one on the GameCube. That was the one I played so much of. I love that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever played. What's it called? I had it just now and it just went away.
RTX on. GoldenEye was my next guess. Yeah, GoldenEye would have been a really good game to remaster. Can you imagine that? You play that on a PlayStation controller, but you can still only use the left stick to look and turn and stuff?
Star Wars Shadows of the Empire.
That'd be a good game.
That's one of the Star Wars games that I was talking about. That one's pretty cool. I really liked it.
All right, dude. Thank you for tuning into the podcast, Ridwan. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
And then I will talk to you later. Bye, Lee.
Later.
Smash Bros. I guess it's kind of already remastered.
No. I'm looking up.
SSX Tricky.
What?
So bitch, go back to your nap. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I'm looking because there's.
Yeah, SSX
Dinosaur
Tricky would be
Hunter?
so sick in like modern day graphics. I would love to see that game.
Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
What the? Look at that, Ray Man. Not Ray Boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Doom 64.
I swear to God, Joe, if you say like Pong.
No, WWF WrestleMania.
Siphon Filter. I've never heard of that game actually.
What?
Siphon Filter. Snowboard Kids? Yo, Snowboard Kids. Splinter Cell? Splinter Cell would actually be a really cool game.
Splinter Cell is definitely.
I'm not kidding. I've never heard of Siphon Filter. I'm not gonna lie. Siphon Filter, or I mean not Siphon, but yeah. Snowboard Kids and SSX Tricky would be really great. Siphon Filter basically paved the way for Splinter Cell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a sneak around game.
Just remake the original, Metal Gear.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Just
Snake.
with updated graphics. Snake. Just keep that in though. If you do everything, just keep the voices the way they were.
Yeah, do you guys have like a file of that?
Snake.
Right. It'd be amazing.
Honestly, that was like the sound of my childhood. It wasn't Crash Bandicoot or Spyro or any of that. It was always Metal Gear. M's hair is all over my hat. She's here.
Who? La Llorona?
Hey, don't play with that shit.
Oh, I'm
What
playing.
do you mean? I'll jump out this window.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
I'm out. My first instinct when I hear La Llorona, I'm out. I snap myself out of existence like that. No, it's just.
I'm not feeling so good.
Jesus, I'm dying.
God, those games are so fun though. Like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Please, if anything, just bring back Jak and Daxter or remaster Jak and Daxter. I would love it.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye would be
was the
amazing
shit. Oh my god, I love playing that game. Or you know what game was really fun for the PlayStation? What was it? 2? I want to say it was another 007 game for the PlayStation 2. I don't think it was that far, was it?
I can confirm that, Joey.
What? Agent Under Fire. What?
I thought you said Asian Under Fire. I was like, Pearl Harbor
agent.
again.
What?
I
What?
heard.
I mean, Hanamura. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, what I'm saying is
Hiroshima?
Agent Under Fire. James Bond 007.
How did I go from Pearl Harbor to
I don't
Hiroshima?
even know. Let's just not go there, okay? Let's not.
But how did
What?
how did my in between go to Hanamura?
I don't know.
That's a fucking Overwatch map.
I don't even know. Man. I don't know. We're tired. This is a very off.
Problem with Jak and
Podcast.
Daxter conversation is that Naughty Dog has said it's been shelved for a long time. Well, unshelved that shit and dust it off and remaster the game. I'm just kidding. Onimusha?
What?
Do you know
Mm-mm.
So around it.
You're talking about like Sekiro.
Kind of. Is it
Yeah, but like less rage.
less raging?
Yeah, no,
So
like,
Sekiro without the
No,
Without the Dark Souls aspect?
yeah.
yeah, basically. And like Sekiro's like
Dark Skulls. Oh,
You know, it'd be really good to see remastered Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchi.
Imagine Tamagotchis
they
nowadays.
remade it. All that Pokemon Go.
Well, I mean,
No, there is an app on your.
Do you really have it?
I do.
okay.
You can add
So you guys-
Justin to clear.
Wait, okay. So you guys know how Digimon came from Tamagotchis, right?
Yeah.
We should. That would be pretty cool to have like a Digimon game. That honestly, it was a very underrated
Justin just said it too.
show.
Lol, we have the Tamagotchi app.
Yeah.
Confirm.
What was
Dude,
I
I'm
looking up?
tired.
Are you okay?
I'm just
You
playing
really don't look comfortable.
You guys need to see this.
Dead. Just move the webcam.
For real?
What's
Yeah.
up, Jace?
There's Jess.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
God, now I have to see the lag of how weird this.
Oh my god.
There's the casting couch. Now your line is, this isn't a beach, this is a bathtub. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we gotta make the opposite. We gotta go to a beach and just have somebody just like,
It's gonna be in the back. Just,
and then somebody just runs up to you and just like start putting shampoo on your head and just like, this isn't a bathtub, it's a beach. Oh god.
Then we're just gonna remaster it. Oh, this is Pornhub remastered.
Oh my god! That note, I'm leaving. I'm kidding.
Alright, later guys. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. We'll see you guys next time.
We gotta turn up the ambiance. We gotta turn up the light. Set the
Bloody
mood.
Mary.
Light a candle.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how to.
Are you good? I love how that mouse just like slowly descended.
Oh god, where's oh there it is.
Oh,
Wait, look.
happy. Oh god. I'm done. I'm dead.
It's a
Oh.
cat.
I can't do
It's
this.
cat and mouse.
This is
Are you for
yeah, that's in.
Are you for no? No.
This is what happens when we do webcam streams.
Yeah. Yeah. Jess has got her quail up.
Oh god. I think this is a good time
To end it?
to
I think so. Yeah. It was
pretty all over the place
it was
podcast.
way
I'm not gonna
over
lie.
the place, in all honesty. I think we should have done this for like the after class special again.
Yeah, this definitely felt like an after class special type episode.
Yeah. But we did get some, well, we got a lot of Fortnite in. Got a lot of Fortnite in.
Got it off my chest. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't even have the game downloaded, and I'm furious
But
for the
we
players.
were talking about some different
I
topic and you
legitimately-
went into Fortnite. You're just like,
No, you were
fucking
talking
Fortnite.
about Prince, whatever his freaking name is,
Harry, yeah. And like, I was
Yeah.
talking about
a nobody,
how it
and I was talking about how
What do you mean a
Tifu,
nobody?
a somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
was- No, but legit, like,
Yo, what up?
It's kind of scary to see people like that. Oh, hey, what's up?
What up, Jason?
But well, we were just talking about like originally the topic was supposed to be about how like Prince Harry saying that kind of thing. He's a very influential person, you know, and it's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up to see somebody just ragging on gaming when in reality, like there are some people that take it to an extreme. Like if you're neglecting the fact that you need to eat and you need to get up and do something just away from gaming for a little bit, then that's when it becomes a problem, I think. But
yeah, but like, I mean,
I don't think it's this horrible thing that people try and make it to be.
it's
Because-
an argument. It's an argument for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's two sides to it's a double-edged sword. It's like, by the way, Jason, we're just talking about anything gaming related. This is like a gaming podcast essentially.
Yeah.
We talk about anything gaming related. What we're talking about now is Prince Harry. Prince
Yeah.
Harry's talking about possibly banning Fortnite in Europe.
In the well, not the UK anymore after Brexit, but England.
In England. So he's trying to ban the game over there because he doesn't like the game. He thinks it's a bad influence on kids because kids are spending a lot of time playing Fortnite and not
Doing anything else. But I feel like, I don't know, it's a very backwards way of thinking, because if you're just blaming the different problems that people have on just gaming, that's not. I mean, he was also. It probably is a bad influence on them, but it is the parents' fault. Stupid decision.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
I
that's
mean,
the thing, is,
if
like,
we're
it
gonna
should
go
be
on
up to the
that,
parents, not up
yeah,
to the
it'll always be on the
country
parents
people.
at that point, whether or not they do anything. What?
What? Wait, I want to see this.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, this is here we go.
Why am I SpongeBob? I don't even play that
you
game.
try to get it off your chest.
Oh, stupid.
Come on, SpongeBob, you'll never be able to do this until you get this thing off your chest.
Is that what we wanted to see?
No, but legit, that was
Wait, what?
she was like, it's a tail.
What has a tail? Oh,
You happy?
you're
Did
hugging
you
it.
not know this?
No, I knew that.
Okay, I was about to say. I was
like, she was hugging
wait,
it the
who
whole
has a
night.
tail? I was like, what?
So we
what
have
do
a
you mean?
guest with us, Jason. It's Jess. It's #1 special. She's here on the podcast
But yeah,
and
so,
in chat. So what a great supporter.
yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
But going back to like the whole thing, it's like, and just like what he was saying, that it should be up to the parents. It should be up to the parents. If you're gonna like limit your children's gaming, then that should be just up to the parents.
Or do like what our parents did, which was, finish your homework and then you can play. Or do
Exactly.
whatever, right? Make it like a reward type thing.
But
But I think a lot of people are neglecting school over this because they're like, well, money can be made doing this.
I guess, but even then, it's like
It's a high risk.
it's a high risk, high reward type of thing. But what I'm trying to say is that his words, because he's such an influential person, they have that much more of an impact on the way other people think, and we're slowly seeing this a slow acceptance of people actually either making a living off of gaming or just being able to like talk about what they're passionate about, without feeling like they're just, I don't know, castaways, or just like I don't know, like invisible in society.
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from with that. Just
yeah.
is so tired.
Making a living in gaming is like 1 in a million.
It really
Well,
is.
yeah, but even then, it's like it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be your only thing that you're aiming for.
Exactly,
Right,
and
like-
that's the thing, is like
like
I guess
we-
in that sense it
Mhm.
should be. It's he's right.
Yeah.
The gaming addiction, I guess, to an extent, is a thing.
Gaming addiction is a thing. Like
Mhm.
like doctors have already made it a diagnosis that you can diagnose anybody with gaming addiction
I don't think anybody. I think it's very specific. Like
to kids.
there's very specific parameters to qualify you to be diagnosed with gaming.
12 years or old under.
No, they were like
fucking 12-year-olds.
No, I could probably pull it up on the WHO's website.
No, but I mean, I get what they're saying with the whole like gaming can become an addiction, right? It's just like it's like a drug or like anything like that. I see where they're coming from with that whole argument because it's like when you start neglecting everything else outside of it, like if you start neglecting your health, if you start neglecting your nutrition, you start neglecting, your responsibilities, you do that, yes, it becomes an addiction, right?
Yeah.
Because you are sacrificing just normal human necessities to do this activity, whether that's drugs, whether that's alcohol, whether that's gaming, right? Like it's all alcohol.
I need a beer.
Are you guys gaming
legit.
addicts? I wouldn't say I am because I
don't-
still function at work.
Yeah, I work. I have a life outside.
I have a life
gaming.
outside of gaming. It's not like I'm trying to make this like my number one thing. Yeah, I still want to make a living off of that, but that's been something since childhood.
Yeah, and it's not even like.
Oh no, these two in the chat.
Oh, okay. The ones that neglect everything.
Damn, Jason! Sav.
Oh, I'm an alcoholic.
She's not a gayer, she's an alcoholic.
You can't see her, but she's like, there's a lot of. 12 packs
You're
just
laughing
empty
now. I'm taking you to Alcohol's Anonymous after this.
We got an AA meeting.
I've been shaking it.
Oh my god.
We need a wider webcam so that we can see this.
You don't need to see.
I'm an alcoholic. Alright, cool. I know a guy.
He's talking about.
Wait, we can all buy beer
Yeah,
here.
what do you mean?
Wait,
How old do you think we are?
What do you mean?
I know I look like I'm 12 years old, but I'm like,
He's actually 14, okay?
yeah, I can buy my old alcohol in Europe. I'm just kidding. Not even in Europe. Could you do that?
No, I think
At
it's
14. It's 16. 16.
Yeah. No, but
We're not
legit-
here to talk about alcohol limits.
Okay, so like, you good? Well, like going off of the World Health Organization's website, the WHO.
I love personal horse.
Yeah, I know, right?
Excuse me, they're called the WHO, not the WHO.
It's who, but like
No one says WHO.
whatever. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. People call it the Who. No, I'm just kidding.
The Who is also a band, isn't it?
How many people do you have in my room? I only have 3 people. It's
No,
just
I
us
know.
3.
No, this is my nature, bro.
No, I know, but they're legit a band. The Who is a band. That's why I was like the WHO.
Do you know what
because
else says who? Owls.
why are we getting into this? Go back to their website. They're talking about gaming disorder, like what they defined it as is gaming disorder is defined in the 11th revision of the International Classification of Diseases as a pattern of gaming behavior, digital gaming or video gaming, characterized by impaired control over gaming, increasing priority given to gaming over other activities to the extent that gaming takes precedence over other interests and daily activities, and continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. For gaming disorder to be diagnosed, the behavior pattern must be sufficient severity to result in a significant impairment in personal, family, social, educational, occupational, or other important areas of functioning and would normally have been evident for at least 12 months. And then what is the classification? The International Classification of Diseases? No. But that's like it doesn't put the broad can you link me this paper? Oh, but for real. You want it? Yeah.
You better send her the one for Alcohol's Anonymous.
Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the chat if you guys want to go and check it
Be
out.
sure to search
by
your
the
sources
way.
MLA format.
Seriously though. But
Excuse me, it has to be an APA. This is public health.
Stupid.
Alright.
Maybe Chicago style. I do ALA, dude. All right.
So it's in the chat now. And you can click that link and it talks about like what they like, how they go about classifying things, and what urged them to classify gaming disorder as a disease. But in reality, there's like that's to an extreme extent. Like what we do,
Yeah,
we stream.
go
There's
into post link.
obviously sometimes we've streamed for countless hours at a time, but it's always on our days off, and we always take breaks to go and take care of our personal issues. You know, when I go and stream with my girlfriend for like 3 hours, we do. Is he allowed to post links? Did you read your rules? Oh.
Listen, he's here right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ban him right here, right now.
Ban me, I dare you. Ban me right now.
Oh, you're bad.
It's banned. He moves away from the screen.
I was just
Book.
the door.
Okay, bye guys. I'll see you later. Nice knowing you.
Well, guess what? That's what happens when you post links in my chat. All right, you get timed out like that. No, be gone, thought. No.
Oh, but legit. Okay, so like that's just like
That's what
Going back
the
to the
physical
topic.
timeout looks like.
Yeah.
You're tying up the corner.
Go in the okay. I'll just chill over here.
The
Then.
corner.
Just go on the bed.
All right, now yell from there. All right, guys.
But yeah, so you know what? This is actually really comfortable. I'm gonna stay over here.
All right, guys. So thank you for tuning into the.
No, but legit, like legit.
Is it nice? Oh.
So comfortable. It's so comfortable, bro. What brand is this bed?
I don't know actually.
Kirkland.
Kirkland. It's that Costco brand. It actually probably is actually, to be honest. Oh, it is. It is from Costco.
Don't lie, don't lie.
No, I'm not lying. Costco actually.
Is there
Not
a tag?
sponsored, by the way.
No, but I remember my parents picked me it up like when we were at Costco. She was like, my mom was like, "You want a new bed?" I said, "Sure, mom." And then she picked one up. Kirkland. Thank you guys. Not sponsored.
No, but yeah. So legit, like that describes a very
Alright,
select
Justin.
few of people.
Thank you for tuning in.
But
Are you really gonna sit up back there? I don't think the mic's gonna pick it up.
Let me check.
yeah.
No.
But it describes such a small amount. Of
Don't
people.
forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I just punched the microphone.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
It's a
Jason.
favorite as well if you enjoy. Is that still a thing on YouTube? The like, oh, this is a favorited video or something. I was like, that's years ago. Oh my god.
Hashtag where's happy?
But yeah, so I don't know. Like to say that it hinders a mass of the population is irresponsible in itself. You know what I mean? Because what Prince Harry is talking about is banning it from the country altogether.
My friend isn't coming back. Can I center the cam? Yeah, give me 1 second. I have to center myself. I can't center the cam.
It's all good.
Okay. Front and center. Hello, world, and all who inhabits it.
Oh god. My laptop just died. Anyways. Oh.
Did I ban at #1 special too? Yeah. They're both
We're banned
banished to
over
my
here.
bed.
That's not so.
Jesus.
No, I'm off your bed after
Yeah,
that
I'm-
statement.
I'm getting
I'm off
out.
your bed.
Get back on the bed, bitch. I'm just kidding.
We got banished.
And we're back.
So wait, Prince Henny wants to ban what now? He wants
Prince
to ban
Penny? What is this? My name back like 3 years ago?
Prince Henny wants
years
to
ago?
ban Fortnite.
I know what- I'm pretty good at tossing things.
No,
Like I was.
Okay.
Jess, I
Oh,
see
I'm
the
sorry.
casting.
Don't blame the bangs.
Got the quail going. Alright. Well, yeah, so, like, it's kind of irresponsible in itself to call something massively, like, I don't think the country is going, like...
Have you seen Mongrel?
What?
The Fortnite player, the pro Fortnite player. His shit looks so funny. There's like a video clip. Oh, let me see if I can find it. This shit's fucking hilarious. Mongrel creates earthquake. This shit's fucking hilarious. Mongrel. See?
Why don't you just move the couch into the cam view? Then you guys can all party on the couch. This.
No, listen. Okay. It was one thing to have the casting couch in the back for a while on my stream. It's another thing to bring it back. Okay.
I could do it, I guess. I just like. What?
Mongrel creates.
How do we take it and push it
Earth
over there?
Quakes. This shit's fucking hilarious.
What is it? What are you talking about, though?
He gets hit by an earthquake because he's like shaking his cam like this.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does. It's hilarious.
No, is he actually hit by an earthquake, or is he just shaking his?
No, he's just shaking because he's like moving his mouse so much that it moves the monitor like that. So like, see,
so
like how
what
like
he's doing right now?
yeah, like when
Jesus.
this happens, like he does that, and it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, nobody likes shaky cam. Okay.
Listen, I'm just showing you what Mongrel does best. But this is him.
Why did you move it?
Why did I move what?
The couch, most likely.
Oh, why did I move the couch? Because of that reason. Because it looks like a casting couch. It legitimately looks like a casting couch.
It really is, though. It's not a black couch. It's green,
dark
but...
green, but it on camera it looks like a casting couch.
But yeah, so I don't know. Going back to the like, you know what? I think I'm done with that topic. I just don't think it's responsible of somebody with that like. What are you doing?
Get me in, bro.
Too much
No, hang
ankle.
on.
We're gonna get demonetized.
You have thoughts? Okay, hold on. Joey has thoughts. It sucks because we can't like all hear you.
Oh yeah. No.
Because it only goes through my thing, my headphones.
Unless you have a headphone splitter, I have my headset too.
No, I can't.
No.
I
Oh well.
Do you want me to?
don't have a headphone splitter.
Well, that works.
Oh wait, we could
actually.
just we could just do it like this.
But then it'd be double on the or unless you
No, it
don't
won't.
put it on.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? It's gonna be double on the stream.
Yeah. You just put it up on your phone, and then that way we could just talk.
Where's Discord?
Oh,
And then I'll just
Jesus,
hold it
my
up to the
knee.
mic.
What the fuck just happened? Ow.
Can I connect the voice?
Probably. Hello?
Alright, hello?
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, Chroma!
Ramon, say your thought. You said you think it's irresponsible to do what?
So, I think what it is that it's irresponsible for somebody that has, like, that big of an influence to just go ahead and say to, or about that, about gaming in general for everybody. Because I don't think it's everybody has this problem, you know what I mean? It's kind of irresponsible to say that it's a massive problem facing the whole country. You know what I mean?
It's a fair
I mean, I
argument.
get at the same time, like, okay, if something is like being totally detrimental to society, like as a whole, and you can attribute the object to it,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you take steps to like for example, if drunk driving is killing, 50 people a month,
Mm-hmm.
like we should take steps to reduce drunk driving. For
Oh,
something that's detrimental to, like, young kids, young teenagers, like, their schooling suffering, their family suffering, like, their development, these, whatever they may be, like, I don't think it's a bad thing to say, hey, we need to take to to eliminate this. Like, I understand that, like, it kind of hits close to home because it's gaming, and like that's like what we do for fun. I do the future of professional sports, if you would. I do think gaming is heading in that direction. I mean, we've seen that trend with like League, with Fortnite, with Hearthstone, with all these different games. But I still think at the same time, just as much as it can become like detrimental for some basketball or football, I don't know, like anything like that. I mean, when it becomes overly habitual, and you're starting to like things are becoming detrimental, that's when we have a. I think, frankly, what needs to happen is people need to combat addiction,
Yeah.
not necessarily combat Fortnite.
See,
but
and that,
I do
Right.
think like okay, for example, like methamphetamine. People get addicted to meth, but it's not illegal. So it's like I think that there's less people addicted to meth because of its illegality. But I do think at the same time, if we're taking steps to reduce addiction or whatever it is, it's going to reduce it's going to reduce the whole thing as a whole.
I guess, but like, and I get where you're coming from, but well, the thing was that he wants to ban it just outright, and I am for moderation. There's nothing wrong with moderation of things. Like Kevin and I, we game a lot, and sometimes we stream for hours on end, and there's a lot of people that do 24-hour streams and stuff. And you know what? As long as it's not taking away from you functioning as a or from as long as it's not taking away from you being a functioning member of society, I don't think it should be demonized the way it is. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree with you at all.
Yeah. So that's the argument that I'm trying to make, really.
Out here in Reno, we're seeing meth everywhere. Yo,
Seriously,
Drew, you
no.
right? You right?
No. That's some valley.
We have to understand. I think Fortnite's the first time we've seen something on such a global scale. Because, and the reason I say that is because you have it's so accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Free to
that's
play.
the issue, right? Because it's not just the fact that, like, we're hearing, oh, all these teenagers are addicted to. I believe that there are too many hours being put into Fortnite. I understand the combat to Fortnite. What I'm saying is, I think that addiction is a widespread, like, everyone being addicted to one thing has never happened before this time. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
we have never seen on, like, a large scale everyone participating in the same thing.
Right.
Like we have with Fortnite. And I think the fear is, right? Like, if it's happened with this, what's happening with something else, or even going bigger? You know what I mean?
I guess, but I don't think Fortnite is necessarily like that quote unquote gateway drug.
Who cares if people are addicted to Fortnite? It's the survival of the fittest. If you die playing Fortnite, sucks to be you, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah. So my main argument is that, like, I don't totally disagree with what you're saying, Joey, and like I agree with your points that if it's becoming a problem to society as a whole, then it should be moderated, and they should take steps to limit the access. I guess in a way, not limit the access, but limit the how much you use it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a bad response by saying, hey, we need to outright ban this. I don't agree with the response. I think we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think him saying something, I think he should have said something different.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
choice of words is wrong.
Like,
And I don't
like there's other outlets, like, I don't know, but like,
I'm just wondering, like,
I just think that there should have been communicated
better. Yeah.
I agree with what you guys are saying. Like, it seems like what he's saying is he's targeting Fortnite as the sole reason and purpose as to why people are getting addicted to games.
No. Yeah, that's one thing that I want to clear up. is he was talking about how social media and things like that are way more addicting than alcohol and drugs.
Okay.
And in a way, it really
I don't
is. Think
disagree with
about
that.
it. Like I really agree with that. Just think about like when we first got on Facebook or Twitter or MySpace, or that old. Jesus, I feel old. But like, just think of how much of that we use in our lives. And my parents are on Facebook. Like they don't completely always use it for just. They just post. Honestly, my dad just posts memes in Spanish now. It's funny to be honest.
That's hilarious,
It's great.
actually.
But like, I don't know. It's so integral in a lot of people's lives where I understand where he's coming from that perspective, and he's shitting on social media. When just the other day he created his Instagram account and broke the world record for gaining the most subscribers in like 5 hours or something. Like he gained 1 million subscribers. He gained 1 million followers in like 5.6 hours, which is the fastest anyone has ever gotten that many. Which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. But
You're right, Chroma. No one is going to stab someone for more Facebook time, though. You right. You right.
True, but
Somebody puts into Facebook or puts into any of that stuff.
your
is-
friend's dad got
is
1 million followers.
equatable to that of an addiction. Like,
No.
King or Prince Harry. No.
Prince Harry is not my father. I'm not a ginger. No, we're talking
Or is
about
he
Prince
not?
Harry.
He's not white either.
I'm white either.
So
I'm not British.
we've debunked that
Just-
already.
Yeah, no, my. I'm not talking about my dad. My dad posts memes in Spanish on Facebook. That's the only thing I said about my dad. Oh my god!
I just dropped
Joey,
my phone.
you got
I just
dropped.
dropped Joey.
You dropped the call.
Oh god.
I just when you said that, I looked on stream and saw myself getting dropped.
We should-
Talk shit on Fortnite again, and I swear to God, I'm gonna drop this phone again.
No, we should hire an editor to just do that in slow motion and just like add the "in the arms of an angel." Just
Every like King Henry gets King Harry,
Prince Harry,
whatever, dude.
King Henry. What are we-
Listen here,
going
Fortnite
back
wins
in
another.
time?
No, I'm just
Nah.
kidding.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh, but legit, like it's gaming can become an addiction. Don't get me wrong. Gaming can become an addiction, and when it starts to take over every single aspect of your life to where you're not even leaving your computer screen or your TV, that's a problem. But what I have a problem with people thinking that gaming in general is a problem. I'm not saying that you think that way, Joey. Like I know that you and I both agree on the same thing. But what I'm saying is like people like Prince Harry who have that big of an influence saying these things is irresponsible, like I was saying earlier, because it makes other people fear this thing in a way that it really shouldn't. Like gaming the way that we do it and the way most people do it isn't gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not like we sacrifice everything just to play
Yeah,
video games.
We're not like neglecting our health. Like the last month actually. The last month we haven't been on streaming or podcasting because both Tensei and I were sick. Like
Yeah.
I had a really bad case of strep.
And whatever I got was from work. So
Yeah, so it was like we took a break. We took time to take care of ourselves, and you know that's the thing is like most people would do that,
right.
and it's a good thing that the Who, okay, I'll say it that way. Then the Who, they defined it strictly. The band, yes, the band, the Who, but they define gaming disorder in that specific language. I like that they did that because then it doesn't allow us to be demonized in that way, or gaming the way we do it to be demonized in that way. Sorry.
Yeah. But I mean for me, speaking on my past and where I'm at now, I can understand where they're getting the whole gaming addiction thing comes from, because there was a time when I used to Here we go, guys. Gaming's anonymous. Hi guys, my name is Tensei and I'm
Tensei.
addicted to video games.
Addicted to gaming.
I'm addicted to gaming.
Yeah,
Here's my
gaming.
story.
Game's life, bro.
Hi Tensei.
By the way, Chroma, how have you been? It's been a minute.
Look, I just think, honestly, okay, so you're saying that, like,
Like I know what it's like to neglect everything to play video games. Back when we played like Modern Warfare 2 days, I used to do it a lot. It's not easy to talk about. Not easy to do it on stream either.
Good man, chilling, gaming, getting through school. That's good. That's good. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You can be a functioning member of society and still game and still stream and still make a living off of it, really, without it becoming an addiction.
Yeah.
Like saying that anybody who's trying to make a living off of gaming has an addiction that is bad is not an okay way of thinking, in my point of view. But like, it's like a grind for everything. God bless for being a human being. Tell me what that's like. Let me tell you the struggles, okay? No.
So my name is Tensei, and this is my story of gaming addiction.
Oh, I'm
wanna
RJ,
let you
and
guys-
this is my story of being a human being.
I didn't even brush my teeth for 12 years.
Oh, Jesus. Halitosis and everything.
All my teeth are currently hollow. These aren't even my real teeth. No, just pulls them out on stream. Damn, that'd be sad.
You're the gummy
Can you
gamer.
imagine the gummy gamer. Hey guys, how's it going?
What is this, grandpa?
Triggered. Oh no.
But legit, like, it's gaming as a career and streaming and all this and being a pro gamer.
It's like a balance, right?
It's a
like it's the
balance.
same thing as like becoming, like what Joey was saying, professional athlete, right? Like it's a balance. You're not just playing the sport all the
Yeah.
time, right? You're caring about your health. You're worrying about different things. You're
You know what I just thought of right now is like I'm imagining an athlete going home to their wife and kids and they're just in the background like playing their sport by themselves the whole time and all through the night and they're
listen. You're addicted to basketball, Jimmy.
I'm not.
he's all crossing up the night. God damn it, Jimmy!
I
It's
gotta hit these fadeaways.
it's
Leave
2
me alone.
a.m. Will you stop fading away?
I'm a pro gamer, but I'm not doing it for a living. See, and that's the thing. Is like it doesn't have to be for a living.
Yeah.
You could do it for just the fun of it,
Yeah.
and that is, as long as you're a functioning member of society, is what I'm trying to get at. I don't think it should be viewed as a problem. It's like that whole, if you're not hurting anybody, including yourself, if you're not hurting anybody, then what's the problem with it?
Yeah, but the thing is, there are people that are hurting themselves gaming.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the
though.
part that becomes the addiction.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's when it gets to
So
that
it's
point,
similar,
that's when it's
yeah.
addiction.
It's similar in that sense.
But when somebody, what I'm saying is that when somebody like Prince Harry says it, it paints all of us with a broad brush stroke, basically.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's not right. And I get that gaming addiction is a real thing, and it can be detrimental to people's health.
Yeah.
But most people don't have this issue.
Right.
It's there are some people out there that have it, but yeah, it ain't safe. It ain't safe.
You're right. If it ain't
God.
safe, it ain't safe. I mean, like in my case, right? I wanted to become a professional gamer. I wanted to do it all right. I wanted to be up there, top tier player and everything like that. But then carpal tunnel started destroying my wrists, so I slowed down on gaming.
See, but there you go. You slowed down. You didn't
Yeah.
keep going through it
Right.
the same way.
But I guess for some people, they actually keep going through with that kind of stuff,
Exactly.
and that's where it's a line for
Yeah,
sure.
it really is a line, and
I
as long as
think
you're
you
doing
need
it in
some coach.
moderation.
What do you mean?
I'm a pro gamer and coach can help you.
No, I don't want to become a pro gamer anymore. Pro gamer it's a thing of the past for me. I kind of gave it up mainly for health reasons. I didn't give it up because I didn't want to pursue it or anything. Like, I had the opportunity to do it when me and my cousin wanted to go pro in Rocket League. But even then, it's still it's not mostly the the issue with my wrist either. It's also like the fact that the amount of hours that you need to spend for it too. It's a lot. It's a lot of time, dedication, everything like that. I just don't have that time. Let me just game right now. kick them off the damn into a game stream.
No, but legit. It's...
But like I don't know, like for me when I stopped, like I mean the opportunity still stands, you know, like the guy that is managing my cousin's team, he wants me to still sign up as a sub, and I told him nah, I just don't have like the time that they got, you know. I gotta get some sleep. I'm gonna be so tired for tomorrow. No worries, dude. Thank you for tuning into the stream, the podcast. Appreciate you as always.
Oh my god. What? Okay, we're ending the podcast now.
No,
Jess
not.
needs some sleep.
Just,
my name's RJ.
All right, guys, you heard it here first.
No,
Jess has a couch addiction.
We need to have an intervention for
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. You're hugging Happy pretty tightly there for a while.
Snapchat, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Another soda fountain incident.
Okay, that one was great though.
The soda fountain incident, by the way, I'm gonna post it on Twitter because that shit was kind of funny, low key. It was just so random, like I didn't expect it, but you'll see.
Yeah.
You guys will see it on my Twitter.
No, but honestly, like that was the main topic that I really wanted to talk about today. There was another topic that I wanted to hit on, but we kind of dove into a bunch of different things and went off track way far.
Again, I got everything off my chest for Fortnite.
Yeah, thanks.
Everything off my chest.
But
Maybe
yeah.
there's still a little bit there, but
no, but yeah,
I'll
thank
give
you
it up.
guys so much, everybody that came in the chat today.
Oh.
Yeah, it's honestly really cool.
Oh, my elbow.
Jesus, that sounded like my knee. What was that?
Oh my god, that was my elbow.
Yeah, but you know, like we were saying, yeah. No, what?
that
I was reading the chat and I was like, wait, what am I trying to say anymore? I don't even know. Yeah, thank you guys again, the chat. Everybody that came in. Joey, thank you for coming on and sharing your view and your opinion. And you know, next time we'll have a little bit more of a topic set up. And again, next time I won't be here like on the webcam. Yeah, well, I'll be on the casting couch.
we're
actually.
not.
I picked out this like
My
really nice
couch.
outfit to go. Oh, well.
Well, damn, I guess.
Never mind. I guess.
Just kidding.
It's like a calendar shoot you're showing up for.
Yeah, no, I actually did it already. It should be coming out next week. So, buy it. I'll leave the link in the description of the video on YouTube.
Wait, for what?
Huh?
What?
The calendar that I'm on.
Calendar?
Yeah,
You're on a calendar?
yeah.
What calendar?
It's a Tasteful Nudes calendar.
Up your ass a lot.
A tasteful nudes calendar.
No, I'm joking. But, but, yeah, no, I'm not joking. This is how I make my money. How do you think I was able to afford that microphone?
You right.
I've been putting out the work.
You know what'd be really funny? You said you're on a tasteful nudes calendar. You're on like February. You flip over, you see me on another month. Wait.
Wait a
How do you think I
second.
afforded this PC setup?
Up to the left. No, but legit, you know, it's been real. It's been fun.
These podcasts live have been a lot more enjoyable than just
Mhm.
recording them, to be honest. I like the interaction with chat, but we're gonna set it up again. Like I said earlier, we're gonna set it up where we're gonna have like a webcam somewhere around here when we do it live like this.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'll just put like a picture that's gonna be in that spot of the webcam, and then we're gonna have like the chat on the other side, like over here. So
Yeah, and then,
I'm looking like Rise from League of Legends. Okay.
oh, but
Oh god, not the Ratatasker.
but
You're a nice
go-
person.
Like, I can't wait to get my own setup. Like, my room right now is tiny, and I don't have enough room to get a setup going.
Mhm.
But when I do that, we'll figure out a way to like dual webcam, so that I don't have to necessarily come all the way out here. Because it is a trip and a half. To be
Yeah.
honest. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
We'll
it's
need
worth
to
it.
we'll need
It's
to
worth
figure
it,
out like a
definitely,
way
for
to
sure.
like set up the podcast so we can have both our webcams like on the stream, and then I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing with this podcast the entire time. We've been every step that we try to move forward. We are always, we're always learning about something new about it.
Wait, what? Oh, I was like, what?
I'm pretty
What's it?
chill, lol. Are you sure? But Kevin, Ramon are cooler. I'm hella sure. Wait.
What? I'm so confused.
Wait, what?
Anyways, thank you guys again for coming along.
I'm like the
It's
opposite
been
of
real.
cool. Okay,
We
anyways.
appreciate everybody that watches this, and if you're watching this in the future over on the YouTube channel, by the way, we're at the Group Project Gamers on YouTube. Be sure to go and check out the channel. Tensei has a channel over on YouTube as well,
Which I don't really post on.
but he does a lot of gaming montages that he does, like highlight reels and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on like getting more consistent at uploading. Like I said I was gonna upload like last week and I didn't. But it's just trying to find like good clips and then compiling them all into one video.
Yeah, and then we're gonna end the stream soon. We're just plugging in the socials and stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys want to follow the podcast stuff, I'm trying to get better about posting updates and stuff for the podcast. But we're at the Group Project or the GP Gamers _ over on Twitter, and the Group Project Gamers on Insta. So I usually post updates to my stream, to the podcast, and to just things in general over there.
Yeah, guys,
But
all the
yeah.
links are down below. All the links are down below. So I have a little section in the stream that says the Group Project Gamers podcast. All those links will take you to every single social media that we do have for the podcast, including the YouTube channel, the Twitter, and the Instagram. So if you guys want to check it out, all the links are down below. You guys have access to all of it, and we'll also post the links as well on the YouTube channel, so that you guys will know when we go live. If you guys want to follow the channel, so you guys can be a part of the podcast. But yeah, we're definitely up for doing this a lot more live. I know we kind of went on a lot of tangents. I know I got a lot off my chest today about Fortnite.
Yeah. But no, it was good. It's good that you were that passionate, because like this is why we do this.
I mean,
This is really why
I
we do
loved
this.
that game and I wanted it to be good, and then it took the same route as APB Reloaded, and I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. That's why I left it down, deleted it, everything. So yeah, again, got it off my chest.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys again. My name is RJ.
My name's Tensei,
and we're
the Group Project Gamers. Bye.
Later. I didn't fuck it up this time.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
That's the running joke of this, is that I always fuck up the outro, which I do. I don't know why the webcam made me like actually calm and collected about.
Are all my friends gamers? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's how we all met.
Yeah, gaming, just being general nerds and geeks about shit.
Yeah, I met Kevin in playing Modern Warfare 2 Quickscope lobby,
Yeah, pretty much.
and then
Oh,
and then we went to the.
What?
are all your friends APB gamers? No,
What is it?
No.
APB gamers? No.
they're all gamers, but they're not APB gamers.
Yeah, I don't PC game. I don't have a gaming rig. I play on my potato.
Remember, I told you I got to gold in APB on 19 frames per second.
I'm telling you, my PlayStation. Wait, is it on PlayStation?
No, APB Reloaded. It's only
That's what
on.
I'm saying.
I think. Well, actually, I don't know. I know it's on Xbox.
Well,
It's not worth it. Trust me, don't download it. It's not worth it. The game's dead. Just let it die.
Oh, it's so official. It said APB gaming.
APB gamers. No,
No, but
not
yeah,
APB
it's-
gamers.
It's definitely a game that I've been trying to play.
I
I
wouldn't.
don't know.
It's
No,
not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
I don't know. Whatever.
Trust me. Me,
It's,
Jason, Tryras, we've been trying to talk to the devs for a while. We have some of the most hours on that game.
He's ignoring me. Yeah.
Backgrounds.
Yeah. Because I know you play WoW a lot.
Where did we all like actually like
Come together. Game night.
was college.
It was just college. and-
college?
No, middle school.
Well, yeah.
middle school,
but
middle school, but we started like actually hanging out in college.
Senior year of high school.
We all knew each
college.
other.
Senior year of high school.
We all knew each other before then, but we never actually started.
Like legitimately, like back to back hangouts. It was senior year of high school.
College.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
college.
Anyways, guys,
Yeah. No, but
before we
yeah.
just start talking about reminiscing of like high
This will
school.
be on the next after class special. Maybe if you'd like to come on, it'd be actually pretty
On
fun
the
to
next
have.
after class.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have it like
I
just
thought
to
this
talk
was
about.
just for the podcast.
No. This is the podcast. This is the next episode of the podcast. But what I mean is like to just have our friends in general just talk about game
Gaming
night,
and
what
stuff.
brought us together and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. And
Yeah, I'm
just
down for
chill.
that. That'd be fun.
We don't
Bring
even have
all
to
of
do a
you.
webcam like for that. Like if
Yeah.
they don't feel comfortable,
Whether
if
whether
you
or
guys
not they're
don't feel
uncomfortable or not.
But like,
Yeah,
it's
Kevin, this is the
cool.
next
It's fun.
episode. Listen, living the life, but I ain't sexy. What the? Why you lying?
But yeah, so thank you guys again. We're doing a second outro apparently.
Hey, dude, he has a wife. I know. He's my uncle, dude. Wait, dude. Can you not flirt with him?
Wait, but you flirted with him. What do you mean?
Wait, who?
It's a compliment. It's okay if I do it because I'm a guy.
Wait, what are you trying to say? What if he's gay? No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what?
It's 2019, alright? Let it go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, try your ass.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Alright,
thank
guys.
you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Probably for the YouTube, I'll have ended it at the last one, but
Yeah, so, but again, we appreciate everyone that tuned into the podcast, and it always makes it fun. But again, like I said, I'm gonna set it up so that you guys will actually be a part of the actual video itself, so that it's not like we're just talking to a screen and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for all tuning into the podcast, and I guess till next week, guys. We'll see you guys
later.
later.